bit hungover. Oh, won't you come with me?
Hey, this is Redban, and you are listening to the Ice House Chronicles, coming to you live from the Ice House Comedy Club in Pasadena, California, where one time, sometimes two times a week, we do this live comedy show in one room, and in the other room we do a podcast. And so we're here with an amazing, humongous group of people. So let's start over on the right side. Joining us, we actually went out last night and we got completely, let me make sure I have the right camera, we got completely trashed right now, didn't we?
Yeah. Blackout drinking.
Blackout drinking.
The best kind of drinking.
And we didn't even start, or I didn't even meet up with you until, I don't know, was it like fucking 1?
It was late, yeah. We went to the bar. We left the store at like 1:45.
Yeah. That's crazy. Anyways, Ryan Mirvis is here. And then next to him, you might have seen him as Pablo Francisco last time he was here. It was pretty funny. We to kind of give you a refresher what happened last time, I met Pablo Francisco and this guy, Francisco Ramos, at the same night at the Improv, and both said they were interested in doing a podcast, and then I had them switched up in the phone, so we thought Pablo was coming, but Francisco was coming, so it was hilarious. But it never...
I was like, who are you? I'm like, Francisco Ramos. It's like, oh, you're not Pablo? I was like, no. Okay.
But can you do the movie guy? Can you do the movie guy?
Man. I tried it. They're like, that's not it. That's pretty cappy.
In a world.
I did it in Spanish. They're like, nah, that doesn't count.
And then right next to Francisco is, of course, Tony Hinchcliffe. It's good to see you, Tony, back from Vegas.
Good to be here. Lots of fun. Happy to be here.
How do you spell your last name so happily, easily?
It's 11 letters long. It begins with an H and it ends with an E. It's Hinchcliffe. It's spelled H plus inch, Cliff plus E.
Yeah, that's so cute when you do that. All right, and then on the other side of the table, his head's chopped off. I'll fix that in a second. But we just met. I think we met before, but he was just in here last week on the Naughty Show.
Yes.
The very funny Graham Elwood is here. And then right next to him is...
That's Graham like the cracker and Elwood like the blues brother.
Elwood. Did you ever ask your mom why you were named Graham? Like, were you named after somebody?
It's a family name, yeah.
Oh, family name?
It's Scottish for heroic. So suck on that.
Okay.
That's very heroic of you. Yeah, suck it. I'm a hero, fucko. That's how heroes act.
Yeah, William Wallace would be proud.
He's totally proud of that.
And then right next to Graham, we have Matt Knost. How you doing, Matt? You've been begging to come on the show nonstop. You won't stop tweeting me. You won't stop texting me, writing me letters.
Oh, yeah.
You got a tattoo of the Ice House Chronicles on your shoulder. Welcome back.
Only the shoulder. What are you talking about? It's the entire back now.
Ooh, sexy.
Ooh.
And
we're excited about coming down and chewing gum into a microphone.
Yes,
I was. You gave him a raspberry. And that, of course, was the very funny Doug Benson. Always great to have you back, Doug.
It's always good to be back.
You always help me out so much when you do these podcasts. You really
I try,
do.
I came up with that great idea that you should get a host for the show inside of the Ice House, so you don't have to constantly be worried about getting up. What is happening?
I found some treasure.
Is that the hotline? What happened? What's going on?
Yeah, you're always coming up with good ideas. You actually came up with Jade Catapretta was here last time, and you told her to change her Twitter name to Jade the Movie or something like that, and she did
the next day.
Yeah.
And now anybody that's some weirdo that loves that William who was it? Friedkin did that with David Caruso.
Oh, that movie, yeah, that was
Jade.
That was his big bust when he tried to jump away from
CSI,
NYPD Blue.
Yeah, he left after one season, and then he made a series of movies that didn't do well, and then he had to crawl back to CSI Miami.
Yeah, 10 years later.
But I've always loved that guy in spite of it all.
And there's actually one more person here that I didn't see. I forgot all of that.
I thought that was weird the way you skipped him. I was going to be like, point of order, but then I thought, well, maybe Brian knows what he's doing.
That's so funny.
Is this another guy you thought was Pablo Francisco?
Yeah.
Just mixed it up twice.
Just
of
not
course.
mention him at all.
PDC is at the end on Twitter, and it's very good to see you, PD. We've been hanging out almost all week during this week of fun.
Oh, you mixed him up with Petey, the dog from the Little Rascals.
Yeah.
You had both of their numbers in your phone, remember? Do you have a lighter, Brian?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Is that your jet water
And
pipe?
what's this? Yeah, jet water pipe.
Yeah.
Got to give them a proper plug. They tweeted me today and are threatening to send me some, so I'm excited.
Threatening. They're now the official water pipe of Death Squad Studios. This is on their website.
How many people did they beat out for that official status?
One in an apple, so it's fine. Let's start over here to the person that hasn't been on the show the most. Ryan, you are a hilarious person, and I've been wanting to get you on here for a long time. I actually first saw you I did open mic, and you were on the show also, and it was the Rainbow Room. Like, they have comedy there. I don't even know that.
The pirate ship open mic in the secret upstairs of the Rainbow Room.
I like to call it in the round because it is kind of like there's people sitting all around you.
Yeah, well, the stage is like down some stairs and around a corner, and no one can see you, so you have to like climb the stairs and be just in the bar, like talking to people.
Yeah.
It's a weird open mic.
But you fucking rocked it, man. You were really funny. That's the only time I've ever seen you, so hopefully that was not just a great set, but
That's what it was. Oh, shit. The old lightning in a bottle.
Downhill since then.
He's going to tank it tonight.
One-hit wonder on the show.
What's funny about Ryan, though, is that every time you go to the Improv, or at least lately, every time you go to the Improv, his one of his videos just pops up. Let's see if it's on there right now. If you go to improv.com. Yep, right there. Very, very top, if you can see that. Your little face is popping right up there. And you're in a hilarious Carl's Jr. Commercial that I recently watched. Let's take a little look at that, because it's pretty fucking hilarious. So just go to improv.com if you want to watch it.
Guacamole. Hot, spicy mustard. It's everything you want in a burger. Go right ahead. Meat patties you dream about. With ketchup. And nipples. Do whatever you want. It's your burger. The new spicy chicken mustard chipotle chicken burger.
Anyways, check out the whole video on YouTube.
If you enjoyed listening to it, you go look at it.
There's a twist ending I don't want to give away, and we don't want to take away the YouTube hits. So go, just search. It's called the sexiest Carl's Jr. commercial ever, and you could also type in Adam Ray, and that will point it up, or Ryan.
Was that one take, or how many takes?
It was one take, and it was only one burger, and it was a disgusting burger. On a side note. And I'm really glad they cut a lot of the stuff out, because I eventually just wound up eating out that burger. And the neighbors were watching. This was right off of La Brea, and like everyone was just watching us, including a homeless guy.
That's the funny part about living in L.A. A lot of people don't know that. It's like everyone's shooting shit all around, and so you can like look over and think somebody's getting robbed by a pirate and just realize that they're filming a movie. But then you could also look over and see you naked eating a hamburger with.
Yeah, why is there a naked pirate eating a hamburger over there? That's weird. Cut to your shot, Brian, real quick. I love that you still haven't moved your clock forward.
Oh, yeah.
And it's in the shot every time it cuts to you, the wrong time.
My cat clock. I don't know how to fucking work that thing. I can't even turn off the meow part, and every time it meows, every hour, Rogan screams at me like I'm a sheltered child or abused child.
I know one way to turn it off. Take it off the wall and stomp on it.
I like it, though. I feel like I'm in like on a news desk from the 70s. I also got this really cool lawn board, or whatever those things are called. It's like a skateboard from this company. I'll find the name of it in a bit. That they made a Death Squad skateboard.
Oh, look at that. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Wow.
What is that? Is that mahogany?
Was that oak?
Is that birch? What is that? Pine?
It's a
What
nice
kind of-
veneer.
Did you hand sand that?
What is that? Douglas fir? What is that?
I'll find the name in a second.
The name of the wood on there, really?
Yeah, you're going to find it?
Yeah.
It's in the growth rings. Just look there.
Yeah. How old is it?
I need to start giving
Skateboard.
People keep on sending me T-shirts that I'll never wear. Also,
Why are they the wrong size? Or you just don't wear enough T-shirts?
They're definitely the wrong size.
Like workout shirts, man.
Yeah, medium workout shirt. That's great. It's called BANYAN. The guys that made it. Thank you. But here's their logo.
Banyan.
Banyan. You guys ever skateboard? Any of you guys?
No.
I used to, but
I did when I was a kid.
yeah,
Oh, dude, thank you.
horrible. I used to have one of those like crappy skateboards that had like the plastic like wheels that just didn't roll.
I still have one now.
You have one?
You had wheels that didn't roll?
No, it's plastic. It was I mean, yeah, that's why my mom got me. She just thought it was a cool one, and like I was like, people thought I was semi-retarded.
Was that from back in the motherland, or was that in your?
It was back in
American
no, it was motherland. It was in motherland. That's
Do that.
That's are the skateboards that we got back in Venezuela.
Do that Aaron Neville voice that you do.
That sounds more like
He's
Kermit.
got some chorizo on his face.
Yeah.
do the impression.
Now the former governor of California.
By the way, should we talk shit on that Muppet?
Get down!
No, I meant Reagan.
Get down.
Get down again.
Get up to get down.
Ryan, when are you going to be
Mommy.
Ryan, when are you going to be on Sons of Anarchy? When is that going to happen?
Yeah, when's that going to break for you?
shit.
What's your agent doing about that?
Nothing at all.
Come on.
Come on,
I'm
you
ready
gotta be on that
to be
shit.
on that show. I have a leather vest that
gotta
I wear in West Hollywood to get free drinks.
Let's start a Twitter campaign
I
to
know.
get attention. I just read a
Kickstart.
tweet by the creator of the show today. I think his name is Carl Sutter. I just read a tweet by him today saying, I'm vegan. I don't believe in hunting. And, he just listed off all these pro-animal, I'm an animal lover.
Yeah,
And then he goes, but those people from PETA are a bunch of Nazi cunts.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Well, it's just they're intense. They're very intense, and so even someone in his position, but also he's intense. Like he tweets shit like that. Like that's has anybody here at this table ever tweeted the C word for any reason?
No.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
What was the reason?
Mine
When
was-
Whitney Houston died.
Did one just cut you off?
Outstanding.
I'm getting, by the way, I'm getting attacked by Whitney Houston lovers because of my tweet a couple days ago. Like, I'm getting seriously, like, people against me, like older 40-year-old black women, like, really mad at me.
There's a lot of those following you?
But that's the thing, though, is I now understand why. It was funny that you said that, but I just wrote a tweet in my head where you could use the C word about Whitney Houston's death. And that's I want to know who the cunt is that let a drunk woman on cocaine get in a bathtub by herself.
Yeah, right.
Like, she's surrounded by probably sycophants all the time, and somebody allowed that to happen. Some
doubt anybody-
cunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Male or female. Doesn't matter. It's not a sexist word when you're just applying it to
Yeah,
So that's good to know.
all
for
the cunts.
For
Well, it's
future
like-
hatred.
Well, this is for all of our fans listening in the UK who call everybody a cunt.
Yeah, they don't mind that word at
I
all
love
over
it.
there.
They throw that word.
Yeah,
toss it
they lose
around.
their shit if you say corridor.
Aluminium.
They say, if you say elevator instead of lift, they go,
It's a
fuck
lift.
it.
Yeah.
Don't be a cunt.
So
I think you'd be good for a remake, Ryan, of like a Chris Farley story, The Life and Times of Chris Farley, or something like that. I think
down.
you have like the facial expressions down, like just doing crazy faces and stuff. And what do you think, guys?
I think he's especially has the look ready for that overdose scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
I-
Just bring
I-
him in for the end.
I thought
Just with the hair like that and everything.
I thought he was Pablo Francisco, so I just
Dude, I would love to like shave you down and take some of those death suicide
wait,
photos. Or those
what you
death-
just
Whoa,
say?
Oh, you have to shave them down a little.
I would love to shave you down. Like you want to physically do it yourself.
Well, no, I would hire somebody to do it. I would want to
You
watch.
just mean you want to see him hairless.
I would like the photo of Chris Farley where he's laying on the ground, like redoing those photos, but like holding up like Mentos or like a Diet Pepsi, or try to do some like advertising for it.
That
There's
sounds
some
fun, but why not let him go ahead and keep forging his own look and personality instead of posing as a dead genius?
build his career.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or you know what I mean, like if he breaks out and becomes really famous, and that'd be a fun photo spread to do. Like, oh, now I'm dressed up like Chris Farley.
Yeah.
But he needs to find his own way first, I think.
I just think for a portfolio,
wanna be
I
like-
think a portfolio of photos that would be interesting, like having some
But how many
artistic shots
great-
where he's like holding like a it's a
How
thing
many
on
great
society.
How many great comics got their break looking like another great comic? I don't think that could happen.
Gallagher,
You got to be an individual. Who did Gallagher look like when he started?
his brother.
His brother, yeah.
Well, Gallagher too. Yeah.
No one knew the difference. Most people don't know the difference.
Well, now you're making a totally different point. I think you should make the rest of the movies that he didn't get to make before he passed away and just play his part.
Perfect.
That'd
Tommy Boy
be
2.
great because then you could kind of bring your own thing to it.
Boy, too. Absolutely.
There has to be.
There were
Yeah.
so many
It's like
unresolved
the Aces,
questions.
like-
You know,
Yeah,
he
the
was
future Callahan Motors.
he was supposed to be Shrek in the cartoon.
Really?
And then,
Really?
yeah. And
I saw that today.
And then he didn't finish it or whatever, and so then Mike Myers came in and
Stepped up.
had the genius idea of doing it with a
No, they said
Scottish accent.
they'd done like 70% of it, came in, redid it with Mike Myers, and then he turned around and said, you know what, actually, I'd like to do it in a Scottish accent. So then they did it again on top of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he was using the Austin Powers accent?
ultimately, probably a good call. I mean, it worked for people, but
Yeah.
I always thought it was odd. I always thought Mike Myers between SNL and Austin Powers and Shrek was too anxious to show off the fact that he could do those accents so well after having grown up and lived there. in the
dad?
fucking UK. Like if I lived there, I think I would be able to pick up on the all the accents.
Just a
you
little
know?
bit.
And
Yeah.
his
Just a
dad
little
was
bit.
British, right?
Yeah.
His dad
Yeah.
was also British, so it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, but he's a nice and talented man.
Nice save right in there. Nice save.
Oh, I took so much shit today for talking shit about Hunger Games on Twitter that it's just amazing how upset people can get about something that
It's not even.
Yeah,
fucking-
but they're forecasting
it's
that
not like
thing-
I'm
It's gonna
sitting
be like the
here-
next Harry Potter, that shit, right?
Yeah. It's
No.
the new version of that
Well,
times
it's
two.
it's gonna be it's gonna make a lot of money and people are gonna be fine with it, but it's just kind of like people are in love with it already because they love the books.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're going into it with a fantastic open mind, as I also did. I thought, what a great idea for a movie. You set 24 kids loose in the jungle and tell them only one comes out alive. and
And the parents are going,
a
yes.
major studio will make it so it'll get a PG-13 rating.
Of course.
So, of course, the violence is PG-13. They can never linger on anything. Most
no
of the
blood.
deaths, spoiler alert, or don't have a lot of blood. Yeah, and so it's just toothless. It's just like watching a TV version of Battle Royale or something. But even on TV,
Yeah,
they
not
do
even-
they do a better job because they'd work harder on the dialogue and the characters. Because I thought the movie just sort of probably is a decent adaptation of the book, but isn't made in a way that's terribly exciting. Like considering the premise,
But for
as
a
soon as they
kid-
set those kids loose, it should be like 70 minutes of holy fuck, like she should be in constant jeopardy, the character that you care about. Because that's the other thing, they don't let you get to know any of the other kids. And it's just
it's
like
just basic-
it's just
what-
weird.
what's
Well,
it
we're rooting for
becomes?
her just because we know her story, but maybe this other one has a brother with tuberculosis or some shit, and that trumps your fucking having a sister who's a little weirdo.
Maybe there's one
You know what
guy
I mean?
looking, getting fucking confused by Pablo Francisco.
Yeah,
Fucking
that guy
man.
has to fight for his
He has
life.
to fight for
Yeah.
no, that I'm not Pablo
No.
Francisco.
Yeah,
I'm
or
from
let's
Venezuela.
why
They cut
not
that
have
part.
the two Franciscos? I think there's not enough room for two Franciscos in
No.
comedy.
Really?
So
Let
the
them
two of
loose.
you should fight out, fight it out to
Is
the
it the
death.
same thing? Am I trying to make?
I like your odds because he's older, and he's
Thank you.
partied.
Yeah.
But you do remember that? You remember the Firm breakout of like '99, right? Like when everyone had that stupid the Firm book, the green book with like a guy crawling up something or something. Remember the Firm? Like everyone had that.
The Tom
book.
Cruise
Where the
movie?
red
Yeah,
flag
that's what I
grows?
think. Tom Cruise.
Yeah, the book though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when they released the movie, I mean, Tom Cruise was a huge star and probably would have done good business anyway, but when they released the movie on, I believe it was 4th of July weekend, whatever year that was, there was just a fervor for it that even though it's an okay movie,
Yeah, but,
but
I think
there
that
was just,
people were
so
expecting.
amped up about it.
And
Like,
what's the movie with Tom Hanks? And he's in the museum with the fucking Bibles and the
that's-
blood and the ass.
And
What?
Interview with a Vampire.
Top Gun? Oh my God, Da Vinci Code, you weirdo. That's how he describes the Da Vinci Code.
Blood in the ass.
Oh, but he's talking about Tom Hanks.
He's in an airport. That's so
Yeah,
right away.
Da
I'm
Vinci.
thinking Terminal, Catch Me If You Can. No, you're thinking Da Vinci Code,
Right.
That airport movie.
Yeah, and there's blood in the ass.
Yeah, blood in the ass is
Remember the bloody asshole airport scene?
It's a big scene.
It's a classic.
So do you think it's going to go the way of that movie? It's going to be this big, like everyone's thinking this is going to freak out, but it's just going to be.
I just think
nothing.
teenage girls are going to be fine with it because they're going to like that it's not that violent and that it's a female hero and that it's
Save for Netflix.
what?
Save for Netflix.
I guess so. I don't know. Like it's in IMAX, and it's every time there's an action sequence, their way of covering the action is to just shake the camera a lot and move it around a lot. And so just because that's another way for it to be less violent if you can't tell exactly what the fuck's going on. And so I was thinking about what I saw at a regular screen. I thought in IMAX this would be so aggravating,
horrible.
like the best movies in IMAX are the ones where there's
still-
like Ghost Protocol was shot for IMAX and it was amazing in IMAX,
Drunk watching.
as was the first 10 minutes of Dark Knight Rises.
Oh.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they
I like the
remixed
poster.
Bane's vocals because I could only understand like 25% of it. The first time I saw it, I was like, I have no fucking
They
idea.
remixed it
they had to-
officially.
Yeah,
Mike Myers did that.
they bumped it up a little bit.
No, he's Scottish.
He came in. Did it?
He came in
gonna
this-
get
He
you,
went from Irish. Is it Tom Hardy's Irish, I think, right? Or is he British? I don't know.
It's like,
But I didn't know that they officially did that because I was excited that there's going to be a character where you can't
You
understand
can't
what he's
understand
saying.
shit.
that's my
Because
No, this-
I did understand some of it, and that was fucking creepy to not be able to hear what they like. The guy is saying horrible things to people before he kills them, and like you can't make it out.
Yeah, you can't at all.
the
It's like,
guy's
It's really interesting.
What did you say? Sorry, are you gonna kill me? Or
yeah.
Oh, here's the fucking trailer. But of course, he doesn't have any lines in the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I swore to them that I would protect you.
But that's another weird thing about the Hunger Games is it's kind of like a dystopian utopia, kind of like the
Is it
rich
set in
are
the
very
future?
rich and the poor are very poor, so they have to fight in the Hunger
That's the
Games.
real world.
And,
set in the future?
Yeah, but in the future, every rich person wears these asshole, like they make their hair blue or red,
Yeah, they always
or
look
they all have
Yeah.
these asshole costumes on and act like complete assholes. And it's just like, really? They're all very prissy. It's like you'd think all the poor would just rise up and
I
fuck
know.
and that's what this is about. This is about the bad guys in this Dark Knight are the fucking 99%. She says it right there.
I didn't know what
She tells
Batman
Bruce
is at
Wayne,
1%.
she tells Bruce Wayne, when are the people that have been living off of everybody else for so long going to realize it's not going to last?
I opened doors.
Yeah. This is the fucking Occupy movie.
Somebody turned off the lights and I was scared. The football game.
Oh, this is some wacky thing you're
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
That's not the real trailer. Jesus. I was going, what the fuck is... What are they talking about?
have my permission to die.
Oh, it's Brian. He was
That was me the whole time.
That was you over there doing it? I thought that was like you found a YouTube clip where where some guy put in
his voice.
wacky things.
Voiceover.
You said that he didn't talk in this trailer, so I just started talking the whole time. Like she was dancing with me. I really liked her perfume.
You have a good voice for that.
But he would see. That's the thing is you can't tell what he's saying.
Who's the bad guy in the new one?
Bane.
Bane. It's
And
just him,
Catwoman.
just him alone?
And Catwoman.
Catwoman.
She gets a little. What
Yeah.
did she do? Is that the same thing
Uh,
as Michelle Pfeiffer? She was
I hope
just
not.
fucking crazy.
No.
I hope not.
No way.
No. She's
I want to bring George Clooney back. Actually,
she
You
dresses
wanna bring
up
his
like
nipples back? You want to bring that back too? His nipples?
That was Val Kilmer.
Well, no, it was Clooney. Clooney
had
had
the
nipples.
nips?
Yeah.
She goes to the
That killed
costume
franchise.
ball dressed as a cat, so that's why they refer to her as Catwoman. But she's not. She's
makes
not running
perfect
around in a
sense.
costume through the whole
Oh, she's
movie
not
and
doing-
fucking thinking she's a superhero. No,
She
it's-
bad? Is she
it's
good with
different.
it, or she just-
That's all I know, and that's I just got that from I read as little as possible about it, but sometimes you can't help yourself, and you're like, oh, that's interesting.
So she just goes. And
But I love the opening sequence, and I also I love the line of thinking where people go, "Oh yeah, they sent out that trailer to 700 IMAX theaters with bad sound, and it was a mistake that you couldn't understand what Bane was saying." I think it's
it's
clearly a choice.
clearly a choice, and then they backed off of that choice when people were so bummed out by it.
So they want to understand.
I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But hopefully he'll do the right thing.
Is Bane really enough to carry the whole villain role in a new Batman movie?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the fucking not being able to understand him would be like, well, that's a way to take it up a notch from Heath Ledger, because Heath Ledger
just fucking
Yeah, but I mean,
changed
the Bane character, he's intelligent, he's super strong, and then he has this like implant or something he can press, and it makes him just Hulk,
big,
basically.
But he goes
He's so
back
strong.
and forth. It's like a Hulk.
but he maintains
he's
his
very
intelligence the entire
intimidating.
time. So it's kind of he has both worlds.
Who was the guy that was with Poison?
Is this the
Ivy
guy
that
from
one?
Inception?
Oh, this is a knockoff or something.
Did you catch any of that? He's doing that thing with his work.
Not until you accept that Gotham's time is over.
God damn it!
You don't have to do this. But I do. In order to move forward, Gotham must be destroyed. But why? Gotham is a blight on this earth.
And time out! Is there any way?
Is that a girl or a
you
guy?
two
It's a girl.
The Batman?
is that a girl or a guy
What did you think it was? That's a trick question.
with the mustache?
Yeah.
That's a fucking girl.
It's a girl, yeah.
All right, here's a question, Doug. Here's a trivia question for you. You like games, don't you?
Yeah.
How many times was the word Ewok in Return of the Jedi?
Oh, this has got to be a trick question. I'm going to say 0.
You're right. Good job.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go into that song they sang at the end in Jubilation. We're all in a tree. Fuck you.
It's a beautiful song.
God damn it. What an annoying...
Diaz is here.
Yeah.
Joey
What up,
Coco,
Joey?
what's up, Doctor?
Uncle Joe.
Right after the Ewoks dances sang, it should have said, I'll be back with more of this shit, y'all. Because that's where it just turned. It just became like, from now on...
Be like Bane. Like, what
Oh, and that's the thing about Hunger Games that young people like the first 3 Star Wars movies because it was cool to them, and young people are going to like Hunger Games. There's no stopping that.
Yeah, no,
especially girls.
Lines. It's gonna be so loud.
Girls are going to love it.
It's gonna be like
I think it's better that you have a girl that's like actually strong as opposed to the Twilight girl that's just like, hey, do I want to wolf?
the Twilight girl is the most pathetic role model in the history of role models. In the most recent one, she just
Very
like
accurate.
it is. She knows that having sex with him will probably kill her, and she's like, let's just do it. And then she gets all bruised, and he feels bad about it, and she's like, no, it's okay. Keep bruising me. Is the premise. She's so in love with him that she can have super vampire strong sex and get fucking beat the shit out of her.
do it. Yeah.
And then they play chess.
Sounds like he has the vapors.
Joey Coco Diaz is here, everybody.
What's happening, beautiful?
Is his mic up?
Yeah.
Check, bitches.
Yeah.
There it is, bitches.
Bring it.
What's going on, guys? What did I catch? What did I walk into?
I love your morning tweets, dude.
You gotta fucking tweet these cocksuckers and get them up. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, but it's so uplifting. Every morning you're there with "Wake Up, cocksuckers,"
5 in the fucking
and you
morning,
suggest
ready
a
to rock.
song for people
3
to listen
songs
to.
get them together. You know what I'm saying? Because if
always
not,
good.
they just sit there
In
like
a row.
fucking mooks. As I'm pissing, man, as I get up to pee, I'm thinking of music, and I'm like, this is what I feel like listening to. These are what these motherfuckers are going to listen to this morning.
Yeah.
Just
It'll
to
just
let
be
them know
like,
what's in
"Wake
the
up,
cave.
cocksuckers."
Wake up, bitches. We ain't got time
Yeah,
for this shit.
Beastie
That's it. I only
Boys,
tweet
Beastie
in the morning.
Boys, sabotage.
Did you know that?
That's the whole tweet.
I only fucking tweet in the mornings.
I like
That's it. From 7 to like 8:30, I'm done for the fucking
That's
day.
it.
That's it.
I like that approach.
I don't give you nothing else the rest of the day. You can suck
So if
my
you
dick.
think
I
of
got
some-
shit to do.
Is that during your morning constitution, or is it like you tweet and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go?
Yeah, that's part of the whole thing.
Okay.
I get up
Do you
like a
read what
5.
everybody says to you?
No. Sometimes I don't. It's too fast. You know, like it's just too. You don't know. Sometimes you catch it. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh yeah,
they
they'll
just come
mention
up with
some
shit.
tweet you wrote days ago, and you're
Yeah,
just like,
they
I don't.
don't-
What funeral? I don't know what the
I don't
fuck
know
you're
what the
talking
fuck
about.
you're talking about. Yeah, I like getting up in the morning and drinking my coffee, eating my oatmeal. I feed the cats. I get stoned like a motherfucker. By 5:45, I'm 3 sheets fucking in already. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 4 bongs in, 2 cups of coffee. You know, some oatmeal. I've already washed my pussy. I'm
I
ready
think
to
that's the
fucking
tweet
go.
you wrote today. I think that's exactly what you
I'm
said.
fucking ready to go at 6. I'm emailing motherfuckers. I'm calling Jersey, waking motherfuckers up because it's 9, man.
I know. Isn't it weird? Do you think that's what it is? Is you're just still on East Coast clock?
No, I've been like this since I was fucking 8.
You're just up, right?
Up. Even if I snorted blow till 5, I was up at 7 saying good morning. calling some motherfuckers with my wristwatch.
If you read your tweets, you would see that you'd be constantly being people writing to you. How can a guy who smokes as much weed as you do get up so early? Because that's what people always say to me when I tweet in the morning.
Amazing. People fucking have this idea that you're up all night, hanging out with Cheech and Chong, fucking.
No, I'm getting a fucking good night's sleep because I got fucking high as shit.
Because I've been smoking, 45,000 bong hits since 6 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Yoga, the YMCA, the weed store. That kills calories. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to Chinese lunch before 3, beat the fucking, try to get the lunchtime special. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking
Sometimes
shit
I have
on
to
your
put the
mind.
garbage out. Man, that's it. I'm done.
By 1 o'clock,
I get a good night's
usually,
sleep.
By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, once that first Law and Order episode comes on, is when I like to be home for the day. Like when people call me, they're like, "You have an audition at 3:30." Tell your mother to go to that fucking audition. You understand me? The auditions, I told them all before 1, or tell your mother to go down there. My commercial audition call all the time. I got a commercial 445 on 5th Street. Tell your mother to go to that. Would you send your mother to Santa Monica and 5th Street? Then why the fuck are you sending me to 5th Street? I don't need a job that bad. And they sit there like, I can't fucking believe it. I told you already. I'm not getting on that 10405 fucking ramp of death. Sitting there waiting for an earthquake. I think of the fucking when the Oakland A's played the fucking whatever. That those poor people were sitting up there and the fuck you. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm quick. I get up at 7 for a fucking reason. I get up at 5 for a reason. I want my shit done early. These motherfuckers that want to meet you at 4 and talk by 4. You know how many bong hits I've smoked by 4 o'clock? Free samples of cookies and shit like that. I go to 3-4 weed stores. I gotta mingle. You know what I'm saying? I got a reputation to fucking uphold. I ain't got time to be talking about weed and hanging out with other people. I smoke fucking weed. You know what I'm saying? I've been smoking weed for 30 fucking years. When I get up in the morning, some people think of stupidity. They read the comics. I think of what time this weed store opens, and I got them all. I got like 4 of them. The Christians open.
They
up
open too late, don't they?
Now they're up until midnight, which is fucking pretty good by my house.
Yeah, but I mean, in the morning though, they won't open early.
They won't open till 10. The Christians, there's a Christian weed store on Burbank Boulevard. It's run by a church. They open up at like 9.
Oh, that's where I'm gonna go.
The best weed they got is Blue Dream, so I don't fuck with them too much. Like they got like 6 different brands of weed.
But Blue Dream's nice, but you got to move on.
I'm
right?
a professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hit me, you better show up with 2 fucking guns.
Are they still?
Is that a line of?
Are they still? In general, taking it up a notch all the time, or is things starting to plateau in terms of the weed you smoke? Is it still? Do you still smoke something that'll be stronger than something from the past?
I hunt it out. I don't fuck around. When I did blow, I got the best blow. When I did acid, I got the best acid. Why cheap around and fuck around? You got to go for the best shit out
When
there.
you murdered people, you murdered the best people.
When I go into a pot store, I tell the motherfucker right off the bat, I want to see the devil. Don't hit me with Banana Supreme or Pineapple Express. Because you could take your names and shove them up your mother's ass. I don't want I don't get.
But we've got tangerine yogurt.
Dragon or tangerine. I want to see the devil. I want the top 3 motherfuckers that you got in here. Don't show me none of that other shit. Susquehanna. Don't show me that shit. I want the top 3 motherfucking weeds. If Whitney Houston came in here right now, what would you show Whitney Houston? Would you show it as Pineapple Express with some happy guy? Oh my God, fuck you. You'd show her like a picture of the fucking devil getting stabbed in the eyeball. This is what you want, Whitney. And that's what I want to smoke.
And that's what she got.
Fuck around. I'm not going to go to the weed store to buy some. Well, this gives you a great flavor and it's light in your head. If I want flavor, I get Lifesavers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want flavor. I don't care if it tastes like a black dick. I want to get stoned. I want to sit there and watch Law and Order and go, what the fuck just happened? I've been sitting here for 10 minutes, a commercial came, and I don't know what the fuck happened because my mind was somewhere the fuck else. That's why you smoke weed, not the giggle or, this is a lightheaded buzz and it's a body high. Suck my dick. I want to get stoned. Stoned. That's why. Remember when you got stoned, when you got white shit around your mouth and you ate 22 bags of chips? That's how I want to get.
There's the chips right over there.
Right. If I don't want to get, if you're not going to show up with that type of weed, don't even show up. Don't even insult me. Because I'm going to go get the best weed possible.
But like you're on the road, somebody passes you a joint, if it's swag, do you give them a hard time about it? Or
I don't give it a hard time.
Because it's nice that they're offering.
No, it's beautiful that they use it.
And it's a
when
ritual.
your level is up here, What are you going to give me? All I get from that is bad breath. You know that weed, you get bad breath. You're smoking, all you get is bad breath. Like, that's it. I got this weed fucking breath like paper. So,
but I'm at this point where, like, just standing around smoking joints really doesn't do much for me. But I'll do it because it's a ritual.
I know more. Let me steal one of these. By 10 o'clock at night, if you're getting high, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. Because by 7, I'm the highest I could fucking be. I get so high sometimes I got to tap out and go to bed at like 8:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to eat breakfast after my wife leaves, and I'm like, fuck it, I got to get a nap. This motherfucking weed killed the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Joey, what's the song of the day, or the song of the night? Well, give us a song of the night that we can listen to.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Ready?
Yeah, we're really having a good time talking.
You
Let's
ready?
listen to a song.
Of the night?
Keep it in the background.
Fucking Always on the Run.
Always
by
on the
fucking Lenny Kravitz from Hunger Games. That's how I roll, bitches.
Oh, my God.
Bam! That's like that.
Are you going to see Hunger Games?
I don't know yet, though. I haven't decided yet. My
You
wife
will on
wants
a plane. You will on a plane,
My
for
wife
sure.
wants to go to
It's a
Lemley
total plane
tomorrow and
movie.
see it. I got the day off. I was thinking about it. This fucking jam.
Yeah, plane movies.
I can't recommend it. Do you like action, Joey?
I like stories. I don't want to see something bullshitty. I want to see a movie and I want to leave.
It's got a
with my head
story.
blown.
The premise is the best thing about it, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like the premise.
But I like The Raid. There's a movie out right now in L.A. and other places called The Raid.
Which one?
Is it a Japanese movie?
It's
from
Indonesian, but the director is from the UK, and Gareth Evans is his name, and he just worked with actors who they had to have a translator, but he's an amazing director of action, and they're already going to do an American
He did
version.
a documentary.
Who's going to do it?
I think his direction is the thing. Like
there's two things.
So he's going to come over here and just do an American version?
I think so. Yeah, Graham knows more about it than I do.
He directed. He did a documentary about Indonesian silat, which is the style of martial art that they use in there. And he met these two guys, which is the two leads in the movie, and they choreographed the whole film. They also choreographed this cult movie that he did in 08 called Manatau. Which is just a cult hit in Southeast Asia. But
yeah, that's supposed to be pretty cool too, though.
Oh, these guys, the fight scenes in there, Indonesian silat it's badass.
Is
that karate?
Badass.
It's
they wear these little fucking suits.
Oh,
They're tight, like karate gis, but it's like they belong to a 3-year-old, so you can't grab onto them.
Yeah.
Shit, it's pretty fucking.
A lot
neat.
of knife play.
They
and
teach
shit.
it in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's
They
a
teach it in
badass.
Hollywood.
It's this movie's gonna do if it goes wider and becomes kind of a cult. It'll do for silat what Ong Bak did for Muay Thai, in my opinion.
It's going to be the new CrossFit.
Graham Elwood's opinion, everybody.
Right there.
Boom.
There it
Lock
is.
in.
He
Mark
put it
your
out
calendar
there.
right
Mark,
there.
I'm telling you.
That's when
He's
I
not
said it
afraid.
right
He's
here.
not
this
afraid.
time
Right
on this
now.
podcast.
Lock
Tweet
it
that.
in.
I didn't care for Hunger Games, and Graham said whatever he said.
Boom.
So
You do care for Hunger Games?
I didn't care for it.
Oh, you
I did not like it.
So you've seen it?
I'm trying to discourage you, is what I'm saying.
Okay. No worries.
I mean, if you
Netflix
need something with the wife, if you need something like,
I'm gonna go.
Doug Benson says no, but I think it's gonna be popular, and they'll make another one, and I'll fucking go see the next one. The only thing I ask is please get a different director, and please, think about the script harder. Think about how the characters should be, have more dimensions to them and be more interesting.
Don't you think it'd be like Harry Potter, though? It gets more mature as it goes along? Like the characters grow and they figure out where to
but
go?
also Harry Potter for me, it really... They got me when Alfonso Cuarón directed the third one, and then they never really. It was never really as exciting ever again. Like his is still my favorite of all.
That last
all
movie
of them.
was so disappointing.
Well, yeah, it just it just kind of just kept going with sort of the same style. I think they should have taken more risks with different kinds of weird directors. Like give one to
like Guillermo
David
del
Lynch.
Toro,
Give it one David Lynch or Guillermo del Toro,
David Lynch,
or
Woody Harrelson. Take over
Eli
kids'
Roth,
movie?
or somebody.
That won't.
Woody Harrelson. But because it did get really intense at the end. When you get down to it with Voldemort, it's pretty fucking scary. Like that's what bothered me about Hunger Games is I was never scared or excited at all at any point. I just sat there going, okay, it's like watching the Survivor TV show, but
Did you read the book?
They say people are dying, and no, that was the big argument today on Twitter. Is people kept saying to me, "Well, you didn't like it because you haven't read the book," and I'm like, I never read The Godfather, I never read Jaws, I never read the Bible, and those are some fucking awesome movies.
I never even saw The Godfather.
What?
Wow, really?
Yeah.
What?
I just
Well, you're a fucking.
I'm a
you,
fucking
you,
idiot now.
you know, have you ever been thrown off of your own podcast? Joey Diaz, please.
We
He's
get
never seen The Godfather.
I can't
Go.
talk sense into him because
You've already given up.
It's amazing that I read this week that they're remaking Midnight Run.
Yeah, what is that? With who?
De Niro at fucking 90 chasing criminals. De Niro, I guess they got some of the cast, supposedly. And you sit there and you go, a fucking great movie, and this is how they ruin it with a fucking sequel 30 years later. Because the first one came out in 87, correct?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
sit there and you're like, what the fuck? You
Yeah,
know?
it happened with Analyze That. It happened with Meet the Fockers. I'm being sarcastic. I didn't like any of those. But, yeah, you're right. It's ridiculous. There's no reason to do it.
I watched The Godfather a couple weeks ago. I got stoned in the morning. I was going to yoga, but I just had knee surgery, so it was a daily thing. I didn't know how my knee was going to feel. And I got up early and I got high, and my wife goes, well, if you're not going to go, I'm going to go to Ralph's. And I said, all right. And I sat there and going through the channels, and The Godfather was on. A couple weeks ago was the 40th anniversary. And I sat there and I watched it for like 30 minutes, and I found myself crying because it brought everything into perspective. It was the scene when Marlon Brando dies, when he's playing with his grandson, which he improvised the orange and all that shit. And I watched the director's work. That's the first time in the last 15 years a director has made a difference in my eye. Marlon Brando drops. A regular fucking schmuck would film him from this on top of him dying. The camera didn't show that. The camera pulled back, and they showed a breeze going through, and they showed the white, and they showed Brando on the floor, but on the lower left hand of the corner. That's a fucking director. So it all came to me like the shit I've been watching the last 15 years is garbage. You know, these directors that call themselves directors, you've done films, people at this table have done films. You go and expect to get something from the director, and they're worthless. They're fucking worthless. I can name 3 directors that have done huge movies, that I've done movies with them, I think they suck ass. But then I'll work with some guy on $100 a day director, and he's a fucking director. You know, you're like, God damn, this motherfucker's doing it. The rest of these guys, you know, just because they get a camera at fucking Best Buy, you know, all of a sudden they're a fucking director. Yeah. When I watched The Godfather, that's what I thought of. I kept thinking about, you know what, I'm watching a table with, you know, James Caan, Duvall, Pacino, and John Cavalli. You know, but two of these motherfuckers can make a top 10 list. And they didn't make a difference. It was the way he was shooting it. Like even the scene when he comes and tells him he joined the army. They didn't shoot it like this. He shot it from here.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking weird. And you're like, God damn, this motherfucker. And that's what it did for me. Like I got up, I turned it off, and I said, there's no reason to watch this anymore. This guy has brought everything in perspective. That's what watching an hour of this movie did for me, was bring everything into perspective on how shitty everything is now. And this is old school movie making. You know, they didn't know if they were going to keep Michael till he shot Salazzo. You know, they wanted Brian O'Neill to play the fucking role. If you let these geniuses cast a fucking movie, they die. You know, they were mad at Brando from whatever on the movie he made on the island. When they went down there to check on him, he wasn't even on the set. He was fucking a bunch of women having kids. He had the whole island inseminated, you know. So, mutiny on the bounty, whatever.
Bounty, yeah, he went to TV.
You know, I mean, he had a fight for Brando. All these stories that are here, and it's a fucking masterpiece. And then you watch 2. Fuck one. Fuck one. Fuck one. I didn't like it. Fuck it. Whatever's in it. There's too many Italians. Fuck 2. Fuck 1. And then you watch 2, and it's another fucking story that's mingled in with family. And at the end, I caught that one when he stabs him in the heart. When he goes all the way back to Sicily. Remember in the beginning, he goes, but then he'll come back and kill me. No, he's retarded. Remember, he goes, my little boy is meek. He's fucking retarded. He don't even talk to nobody. They show him in Ellis Island with measles and shit. And all of a sudden he becomes his godfather, and he goes back to Sicily, not even shoots him. He stabs him in the fucking heart and wipes his hand on the fucking... That's just... You know, it's not a Puerto Rican shooting a black guy in a movie and just shooting him in the head. It's not Denzel in American Gangster just shooting a black guy. They shot him with fucking etiquette. You know, it's just... When you watch a really good movie, it just, you know...
You should do a series of DVDs, Stoga... That's stoned yoga. It could really catch on, I think. Not to change the subject or anything.
No.
Hey,
I thought of that like 10 minutes ago, and then I was just listening to all that going.
And you went, I'm going to sit on this.
Well,
I hope I can remember to say this.
Fucking Joe was talking about that. He goes, when one of these fucking pop prophets you guys read about, weed prophets, that he used to eat weed and go do fucking yoga. I just thought it was a great idea to eat a piece of fucking weed before I go to yoga. And by the time you're in there 30 minutes, you don't even know what's going on. You're just breathing. Next thing you know, you're in like this fucking crab position. Your hand is in your ear. Your leg is in your asshole. And you're like, fuck, life is beautiful. Yeah. You know, that's the edible. That's
Have you done the sensory deprivation tank thing?
No, I don't need it.
Does Joe try to get you to do it?
I did window pane acid in 1970. I don't need no fucking tank. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no fucking tank. I did window pane and wouldn't leave the room. I went to see Foreign and the Stones. What tank do you fucking need on the Miss You tour? What tank do I fucking need? You know what I'm saying?
You could do a series of tapes or...
What tapes? I don't want to do no fucking tapes. What am I, Jack Mullane? I don't want to do no fucking tapes.
Or a daily podcast. You record it the night before, and the person turns on in the morning. You suggest a song. You call them a cocksucker or something, and then you talk them through smoking and a little bit of yoga. That would be... people would love that.
Everybody has a day job.
I know.
I'm the only fucking stiff that's at home smoking.
They got to get up early.
In the morning.
Got to get up early and do that.
These people on Twitter don't want to get up early. It's funny though. You get on Twitter any time of the night. Any time of the night you get on Twitter, just put like hello on there.
Oh yeah,
20 people want to talk to you. Yeah. Any time of the fucking night. Nobody's lonely anymore.
Yeah. Nobody's lonely anymore. I love it.
That's it. Nobody's lonely anymore.
That's the name of your new album.
You go on fucking Twitter and talk to some poor soul on there. There's always one fat chick that's dying to talk to somebody on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? Denny's, motherfucker. Where you at? I'm at Burger King. Let's meet in the middle. Fucking bring me a Whopper.
There's some cuties. Some cute girls get insomnia.
Oh, please. Everybody gets insomnia.
Yeah.
That's why I go to cam websites lately. And that's all
here
I do.
we go.
I sit there and watch that.
Redban, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
MyFreeCams.com or Stream8.com. You can sit there all day and just fucking go crazy.
Do you think you're like the perviest person alive?
No, just
or in this room at least.
Masturbation's the best right now for like technology wise.
Oh yeah, it's really hit its stride, and it's really.
Did you guys see Matt?
Finish
Matt
nicely.
and Ari on the morning news in San Diego. It's one of my favorite videos ever. This is Matt Knost and Ari Shafir.
Why? What happens?
Watch.
Like, by the way, this weekend we're trying to raise awareness for violence against men. Mm-hmm. So if you come out, you'll realize that what month are we in? June. June is male violence month. So what we're going to do is every time that a joke doesn't go over, we're going to slap each other as hard as we can. But you know that not only the women have problems, but men also. There's bullies, there's situations like that. So it's just important to know that. What you do with what you just
She's really hitting him.
Yeah, well, Mark, do you want to get in here?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Might as well. It's a good cause.
If he hit you, you'd have total.
Was that crazy? Did it freak you out when he did that?
No, the best one is then they cut to a slate and he slaps me again, not knowing it goes to the slate, so you can only hear it. We talked about doing this before we went on.
Oh, okay.
Because they were talking about women awareness, like for anti-violence month, and it was like a 10-minute segment.
Yeah, so it's particularly offensive. I thought it was more of a non sequitur.
No, it's at 8 a.m. I mean, it was funny.
But it's also following, like,
yes, of course.
Yeah. But what about men? What about violence against men?
Right there. You can't even see it coming.
You could get away with the weirdest shit in morning TV because it's live and because the people who host it never have they're nice enough people, but they don't have a sense of humor, and they've got somebody in their ear telling them to like go, throw to the weather.
30 seconds to whatever it is.
And you get to see it in my new movie that's going to come out soonly, the greatest movie ever rolled. Graham Elwood and I went out on tour, and our first stop, we did morning television, and I bet Graham before we went on, I said, I'll give you $5 for every time during the interview you go, and you'll get to see it. You'll get to see it play out. And I don't want to give away too much, but
no, that's a great little tease. Right
in greatest movie ever rolled, you'll get to see Graham on a local TV in Detroit, just making that stupid noise for no reason, and the host not getting really thrown by it, and me just continuing the interview like my friend isn't the biggest spaz.
It was so great, Doug. I give you credit. You acted like
100%.
You acted like nothing was wrong, because this host was like, "Now, Graham, you do a lot of USO shows to Iraq and Afghanistan." I'm like, "I know. You go into a war zone, it's like, oh." And Doug just kept going, yeah, so anyway, there's 2 shows tonight at Comedy on State in Ann Arbor. Like, you kept plugging the show. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, but it was, shit. What's the name of the club in Ann Arbor?
Wasn't it Comedy on State?
No, Comedy on State's in Madison, where we're going to be on
April 1st.
April 1st. No fools. No fooling. No fooling. Allowed. That's Brian's way of, like, he can't even just interject with some new topic or something. He just has to, like, turn some sort of button, play with some sort of knob. He's over there most of the time just watching porn. Like, you are just a sexual being.
You're a sexual being.
Oh,
yeah.
I have to say something. Actually, I have to do a serious thing. I have to
okay.
remember.
Let's get serious for a second.
Stand-up show?
No.
Oh, yeah. What happened to the show?
We have to put on some serious music.
Show starts in 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
5.
Who's hosting?
Tony Hinchcliffe, guys.
Oh, Tony, there you
Hello,
are.
Tony. How are you?
That'll be fun. It's good. Thanks for coming down and hosting it, because we really need a host.
All right, so a lot of people have been asking me what happened to the sex squad on Death Squad. Isn't that amazing?
That was
it's
one of your spin-off shows?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny
what happened?
It's a squad name, isn't it? So, with a lot of feedback, I had talked to them before the 3rd show, and I said, the people aren't liking it. And there's a weird thing that I had to do because it was I'm doing a lot of shows, and everything's kind of started a pilot. Like, if I make something, I put it out there, and the reaction is like, seriously, this is not working, I have to try to change it, and I failed at doing that. So I don't know what happened to the show. I just kind of was setting the show on the back burner, and then next thing I know, Jaden's unfollowed me on Twitter for some reason.
Whoa! Now, keep in mind that Twitter does weirdly unfollow you. Like, sometimes it'll drop some of your followers just strangely, and you have to double check and make sure you add them back in. They're still on the list, but suddenly it just says fucking follow, like you're not following them. And it's happened to me with lots of different people that I want to follow. They just get tweaked out somehow.
Stop following you?
And
so the Jaden stopped
it's
following
not because they stopped following you, but anyway. But you assume she stopped following you because of the fact that you weren't continuing to do the show.
Well, I never didn't say I was going to not continue the show.
Right.
It was one of those things where, if they wanted to do one, I would have talked to them again and been like, hey, all right, again, we got to do something different. We got to change something. We got to do something different. But they never contacted me once about it. I haven't had a text from either of them since that show. So
there's kind of like a kind of model stripper thing going on here, where you're devastated that they're unreliable.
No, it's kind of like I considered them friends or something.
I know.
And then I'm like, I was doing something for them that I didn't have to do.
Definitely.
And I did it all for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just kind of
this
stopped
sounds like
talking
most
to me.
dates that I've gone on.
And then I found out the other day that they're leaving it for the Cum Drop Network or Frog Drop Network.
Wait. Those are two crazy different words that you mistook for one another.
Toad Hop.
Between cum and frog.
Toad Hop Network. So then I just saw banners like Sex Squad on the Toad Hop Network. And I was like, oh, that's good to know.
Wait, they can't take Sex Squad. Squad is your thing.
I know.
Tell them that they have to change it to sex, whatever the fuck they want to call it, but Squad is your thing. I've got your back on that one.
Well, you can call in. They're doing a live show. I think it starts this Tuesday. So check out.
But before Tuesday, they can. If it's live, they can change it. They can come up with another name.
Yeah.
Sex, whatever.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if it was anything else,
they can't just take the name. That's ridiculous.
And especially since you didn't even tell me. You just kind of like, all right, I guess.
It's kind of shitty.
But it was named that because it's on the Death Squad network.
Absolutely. What do you think it would be called? Squad for?
Fucking. She could change it to Sex Nerdist.
Just nipple face. just call it nipple face. I'm granting you that name.
Sexaspecialthing.com. That's where you can go if you want to buy Doug Loves Movies t-shirts.
Sex@aspecialthing.com. That's where you can go. Is that a new
anything at aspecialthing.com? You should be all right.
What kind of t-shirts are those on the sex side of the shop?
They're just it's got a picture of my face. Somebody gave me
very
this
sexy.
this "I Love You Denver" T-shirt, and I've worn it a few times whenever I thought I was going to be like on camera or something, and it was casual. And and I don't know who gave it to me, but it's homage to the fact that I called Denver a state one time on my podcast. And so thanks to whoever gave this to me.
Hey, you got a T-shirt out of it.
Yeah. It's
not a bad deal.
When people give me T-shirts, like Brian was complaining about all the free T-shirts he gets, but because
everyone, I think people think I'm really skinny and in shape or something because
Yeah,
I get all these mediums. Like everyone gives me mediums. And
people get the size wrong a lot, but just those I just give away. But if they nail it and give me an XL, I'll parade it around sometime, unless it's like horribly ugly or has something awful written on it. Like don't.
I got a cunt.
Don't give me something that says the C word or has a swastika on it or something.
It's Nazi cunts.
Yeah.
So check out
Nazis are cunts. I'd wear that. I'd wear something that says Nazis are cunts. I think it's safe to call Nazis cunts. I don't think I get one person complaining on Twitter.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old reads your Twitter account. Oh, fuck you. That's what I say to that. I think anybody that's on Twitter, even if they're like 6 years old, they deserve to read swear words. Is my opinion.
Really?
Because they're reading. At least they're engaged.
It's true.
They're
using their brain.
They're using
following along.
Reading and writing as a way to.
Well, then they got to have that awkward conversation. Mom, what's a Nazi cunt?
Yeah, but that's easy to explain. She could just be that's just like
an evil German woman,
Adolf Hitler and the Germans. But they're not even Nazi cunts anymore. Now they're just former NCs.
That was the last thing I shot with Angela Bowers right there.
Oh, that's right. That's what's in. Check this out.
What are you talking about?
This video that he was in. Hold on, check this out.
That who was in?
Me, Pablo Francisco.
Pablo Francisco. Retardo a moron? I didn't say that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Doug Benson.
I read that.
Super High Me. You just Google him for his managers.
Nice book. God.
Oh, it's just a magazine.
Who's that?
Jade the movie kind of
Jade from Popcast.
That's Jade the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. So is that like a Spanish name?
Yes. I am Ritardo Amoro. I come from a long line of Amoros from Spain.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to head out now. You can keep the towel.
Do you think those sex SWAT girls are going to steal the idea of playing videos that the listeners can't see? Do you think they're going to steal that amazing idea?
I don't know.
I'm Keith. Keith, snack.
Oh, you really had to put your face in his stomach?
Yeah.
I bet
they're director
wasn't CG.
They're going to take off their shirts just like this video. I bet
Jesus. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
I bet they do that.
This video's not for emetophobes.
If you guys want to download that, you can put that on your iPhone and so you could watch it in bed. If you guys want to.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd lead some really good nightmares.
All right, so I need to start the show pretty soon.
do it, buddy.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna.
Like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna do some camera tricks real quick. So you take over, Dougie.
Oh shit. Are you good at? So what do you mean by start the show? You're not hosting it, so you could.
No, I'm gonna go out there though, and just get
stand around,
like
make sure
he's
it all happens
he's
right.
like,
I'm coming back.
He's like Richard Pryor.
So when are we
Harlem Nights. This is his joint.
So the lineup is going to.
You gotta go out there and talk to people.
Ooh, let's hear the lineup. This is exciting behind the scenes information.
Okay,
sure.
The lineup is Tony, me, Pablo Francisco, Maddie K. Matt Knost. Sorry.
I'll go by Maddie K. That's fine. It's a one night only.
Graham, Ryan Mirvis, Graham Elwood, and then who's left? Joey.
Do you mind
Benson.
closing it out, Joey?
I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck.
All right,
I love
Doug Benson
that's the
and
best
Joey
attitude in show business, right there.
Give a fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
it's fun just hanging out in here. I'll stay here all night. I enjoy doing the live show in the other room, but this for some reason this is more fun to me. Like, such a great idea to be able to
sit around in the back and shoot the shit.
Like this has got to take off. Like some smart comedy club's gonna do this from their green room.
They should.
Yeah.
Or HBO.
Yeah, but then you need a good host in every town.
That's what that was. No, it was Showtime. The Paul Provenza Green Room show.
So then, are we going to be able to see the show from here?
Well,
Are we
no,
gonna
but
what? The who?
We're thinking about doing that, but no.
No. Okay.
Because I don't think people like comics would really like, hey, dude, they're fucking recording my set over there.
Oh
or
yeah,
something,
because we're always working on stuff, and it's a fun. You'll see tonight. It's most of the people at this table have done it, I think, and it's it seats about 90 people, and they're a good crowd. Like Joe Rogan does it whenever he's around, so it's between Joe and Brian and
yeah, but 90's a good
Coco.
size.
They've built up a good people are excited to come out and see the people that they hear on the show. And all over the Joe Rogan network. There goes Brian. He's going to go.
I'm going to go too. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right, thanks, dude. Have a good time.
Rock and roll.
Hey, Joey, you should sit there where he just got up. It's a better camera angle for
Beautiful.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Get yourself in a good angle, Coco.
Sure.
Get your good angle
That's
on.
very important. Fucking angles. The angles.
It's all angles, Coco. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. You don't know that by now?
We got a bunch of shows coming up together, Graham. I actually wrote them down because I wanted to make sure to tell
We got April Fools
the
in
Death
Detroit.
Squad listeners. What are you doing?
They said you got April 1st in Detroit, right?
Madison.
Madison, my bad.
Let's walk it down. Sunday, we'll be at the American Comedy Company.
Oh, walking it down.
March 25th, 420 show, San Diego, California.
Yeah, San Diego, the American Comedy Company. Has anybody played there yet?
It only opened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I heard it's a cool room.
It's right in the gas lamp, right?
Yeah.
It's like built for comedians.
Nice.
I heard the guy
Yeah,
treats
yeah.
guys nice. Like he takes care of comics well.
Yeah, that won't last.
Yeah. Oh, it's the guy from the San Jose
Some
Improv.
comic will come through, and like John Panetta will come through and eat everything, and then they'll just be like, okay, we should probably put a limit on the food.
There's a
food
budget
intake.
now?
Yeah,
Take
and then
advantage.
March 29th, we're going to be at the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis. And
Great club.
And all these shows, if it's not a Douglas Movies taping, we'll still play the Leonard Maltin game, like members of the audience against Graham.
Oh, shit.
It's a lot of fun. We got another one also in Appleton, Wisconsin on April 9th. And we already said Comedy on State in Madison.
April 1st.
April 1st. Yeah. So, yeah. And then a couple other things I've got coming up. I've got a Douglas Movies taping at Flappers in Burbank on April 5th at 10 o'clock. It's like the night before. I say, come out and party with us on that Thursday. Make it a real Good Friday.
Oh, shit.
If you know what I'm saying.
So when is Good Friday?
Good Friday would be that next day on the
6th.
6th.
April 7th, I will be at UC Santa Barbara. Come on down,
Oh,
kids.
can anybody just show up? and
Post
get
Good
into that?
Friday blues. Come on out.
Yeah, if you got your
Exactly. You're still got that hangover
Yeah.
from Good Friday.
You
Come on
wanna-
out on Saturday.
You want to party it up before Easter Sunday? Come on down to UC
Yeah.
Santa Barbara. Come on, banana slugs. or
Christ
whatever
was
they're-
reborn on that day, and so will you. Come on out.
Come on, you'll rise from the dead with good laughter, folks.
I go on that cell alone. Come on.
Oh, Bridgetown Comedy Festival. Doug and I will both be doing our respective
yeah,
podcasts
that's right,
up
that's
there.
right,
Comedy
that's
Film
right.
Nerds will do live, and Doug will be doing Doug Loves Movies. Come on now.
Are you advertising who your guest is going to be, or do you not have that worked out yet?
I think it's probably going to be you.
I can't figure out.
Can you get him? That's the question.
I
Can
don't
you get
know.
him?
I just don't know if it's going to be up against some other show that I have to do, or if maybe there'll be somebody else available that would be fun to have on that you haven't had before, or I don't want to overstay my welcome or whatever.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but it's gonna those shows will be great. You'll be on one of my shows probably,
Yeah.
and I get to pull. I'm doing 2 Doug Loves Movies at the Helium Comedy Club, and it's a separate admission from the festival, but I'm doing it that time because I can draw really good comics from the festival. I'll get 8 of my buddies to be 4 and 4 on each show, and be a lot of fun.
Nice.
It'll be good. Oh, there's a joint being passed around. This is awesome.
Shit. Yeah, anybody else got any tour dates?
Awesome times.
Yeah. After that plug,
I have
Yeah,
one
plug some
tonight at
shit.
the Ice House in
Oh, yeah, get down to the Ice House, folks, and come see all these guys.
I'm at the fucking jungle next week.
Where you at, bitch?
Miami Improv,
Boom.
Coconut Grove, March
That's a
29th through the 31st. It's the fucking jungle. Call for tickets. 305-441-8200. We ain't fucking around.
Are you kidding me? You know the number?
You gotta know the number.
Oh my God, he knows the number.
No Twitter, no
That's
Facebook.
amazing.
We've become soft with the fucking cell phones. If right now Graham lost his cell phone, he wouldn't know fucking. You wouldn't know his number.
I used to remember everybody's number in my head. I had them all numbered.
That was part of the That was part of the patois. That was the drill. You don't write numbers down. That's amateur shit. And now with these fucking cell phones,
you go weak.
Your fucking phone dies and you're fucked.
You're fucked.
You can't remember your mother's fucking number. You're
I
like,
know.
well, how did this happen?
It's the only one I remember.
You don't even remember your number.
I know,
Yeah, it's the only number I know. It's my parents' number. That's it.
That's why I work real hard on just remembering numbers.
I like it.
Yeah, if I get arrested, I'm fucked.
Are you doing that from like 10 to 11 every day? You just dialing in
I've been doing
numbers?
this since I was a fucking kid, man. That's my specialty.
I turned that off so long ago.
Sports betting, numbers, bookie shit. While you were playing Battleship with 3 fucking homos, I was looking, you know what I'm saying?
How do you play Battleship by
Science,
3?
I
don't know.
I don't know. How do you play Battleship?
We
3
figured it
people.
out.
Blue 62, and you didn't sink it.
2 against 1. That was a homo game.
Joey was getting craps odds while you were fucking playing life.
You had a hat with a propeller. You were fucking around with your buddies. You were mugging people on Riverside Drive, having a good time for real. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time with people. I didn't even have like Michael Jackson always cried. You know how Michael Jackson cried? He didn't have a childhood. I didn't have a fucking childhood. I built models for like a year, and that was it. After that, even when I got into building models, there was this. I figured out like I used to be a geek when I came from Cuba. I used to love building all these models, and I used to go to my godmother's house. I didn't want my friends to know because they were all tough guys, and I was a geek, and I would build like these superhero models. So I would have to go to my godmother's house on 148th and Broadway and get like. But in this model store, they sold glue. And there was always this guy outside the glue store that was like, the owners don't like me. Can you buy glue? I couldn't figure it out. I was 7 or 8. I couldn't figure it out. And then one day, the owner, it was like 2 Jewish brothers. And they're like, we don't let that guy in here because he snorts glue. And I'm like, oh, that's what this motherfucker does. So what I did was I bought all the glue from the fucking glue guy from the hobby store. This is me at 8. I figured out if I could buy all the glue from the fucking glue guy, the hobby store, I could sell it to him and make a profit.
Oh, to the guy who's no.
So we started calling him Sticky Charlie because he would come around and buy fucking, because he was a glue head. But he would come around like bro, I don't know what a tube of glue was in those days, 60 cents. And he would come around with his 60 cents and we're like, fuck you, bitch.
Hustling.
So then you get Elmer's glue. You know what I'm saying?
You were dealing drugs back when you were 6.
Selling glue to this fucking Sticky Charlie.
Dealing glue.
And if he wouldn't get the glue from us in those days, they had like little wanted posters at all the hardware stores in the area because he would snort paint too. This guy was crazy. So if you didn't sell him the glue, he would huff like 3 fucking miles to like a store somewhere else just to get a can of paint to huff. And we were kids, so this is my first thing like selling. I was like, I like this shit.
Should have gone to Central America. You might have killed him there.
Torturing fucking people is Sticky Charlie.
He still could.
That he is. To this day, I remembered that, and I was like, how bad was I? I had a guy over his addiction when I was 8, torturing him, Sticky Charlie.
Sticky Charlie.
Sticky Charlie.
How many cans a week?
He made.
He was buying a tube a day of fucking that glue
that's
shit.
nothing.
Sticky Charlie.
I don't know what that is, what the addiction is. At that point, I don't know if it's. I don't know if he had a 2 tube a day habit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do people still snort glue?
Yeah, well, kids in Central America. That's what I'm saying.
They still snort glue.
Yeah, they do that shit. Yeah, because it prevents hunger. So you don't get hungry.
And it's cheap.
And it's cheap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember he used to carry like a bag, and he would fucking put it to his face.
And
He'd get
inhale
like
it.
fucking blisters on his neck. We would laugh our ass off. When you were a kid, you see somebody with blisters on his neck.
God damn it, blisters on his neck.
Yeah.
Sticky Charlie.
Sticky Charlie.
Laughing at him while you're counting his money. I'll see you tomorrow, Charlie.
How was he? He was like all like heroin, like
Those guys that lived with his dad. He was like fucking half a momo. You know, he was. You know, he just lived with his dad, and his father knew he had problems. And he had to be 40, and he dressed. You know, he was just a guy that.
Is half of Momo half of a... Wait.
Like he was
a
half,
Momo?
He was like brain dead in a way. You know,
Yeah,
poor
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And I always think about him, like, where the fuck is Sticky Charlie today?
He's dead.
He's dead.
40 years
He's
ago.
dead.
Where the fuck is Sticky Charlie
He died the next year after you sold him all.
Or he works in a train store.
Well, he works. How do you beat
He works
that?
with toy
How
trains.
do you go into a rehab and go, listen, fuck weed, fuck crack. This glue is killing a nigga. Like Pookie and fucking New Jack. You know what I'm saying? This glue is killing me, motherfucker. It's killing me.
It's like that's in the other room.
Fucking hysterical when you think of your childhood and what molded you and those kind of things. And you're like, I didn't do shit when I was a kid. Like, I went to Barnum Bailey. What's that Barnum Bailey
Circus?
Like one time, and I hit the kid in the head with the light. Remember, you bought the light and you spun it around and shit. Remember that shit?
I don't. Yeah, remember that, everybody? Remember that? You buy it, you spin it, you walk around, and hit somebody in the eye. That thing you do every time.
You sit down, you pay $5, and they give you a light on the string. When they turn the lights off in the fucking circus, you spin the fucking light around.
Oh, with the centrifugal force gets them light up or something?
Bailey, when you were a fucking kid, where'd you grow up?
It's like a flashlight?
I did, but we didn't have the spinning.
Yeah, everybody's got them. My friend just went in San Jose 2 weeks ago, and I asked him, how much were the lights? He goes, those fucking lights were $30 now.
No.
They get the string because you can hit other kids in the head. When you were in the 70s, the string was long. That was what it was for, to hit other cocksuckers in the head with it. You know what I'm saying? The circus was always great until you seen like an elephant shit. Then it took away like everything. Once you're like, what the fuck came out of his ass? And you see some guy come by with a broom. It took away. Like, I don't want to come here.
Like
no
the
more.
clown. Like the clown.
Like, Ma, next year we're going to the Grove Palace. You know what I'm saying? Let's go see the brothers play some hoops. I don't want to see a fucking elephant shit. That's the worst when you're a kid. The first time and he just drops like a garbage bag of shit out of his asshole. And got some Puerto Rican guy, the same guy that doubles at the peep show across the street there. It's fucking amazing. You ever go to a peep show? Like a peep show in New York in the old days was like a circle, and they had like booths, and you went in this booth and you put a silver dollar in, and the thing would open up, and you stuck your head in and you watched people fuck, and you whacked off, and then the thing would shut down, and you had to leave. And as soon as you walked out that booth, a little guy would come with a mop and mop in there. Like, what were his fucking benefits? Is there a union? Is there a union for that? Like, what do you do for a living? I mop fucking cum up.
I don't think he could said it in English at the time. You know what I mean?
No.
Wherever the fuck he was from.
No. This is the 70s. Everybody was white. Wasn't no
things were different back then.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
They weren't here. There was Puerto Ricans and Cubans in New York, and they weren't mopping. They were selling heroin. You follow me? They were making a living. They were doing something right. There was no fucking Ricans in those days mopping. Fuck that shit. It was some white dude with like an eye and a wooden leg. That, you know, he was a janitor at the school, and he got thrown out for fucking jerking off.
Well, he's missing a leg
he went
and
to
an eye.
Plano Field. He was jerking out. He went back to clean up.
More than half a pirate.
I had some creepy fucking janitors.
Yeah.
I had one guy, Eagle Eye. His eye would look up and shit. Eagle Eye. Yeah, we used to call him Eagle Eye right to his face. You motherfucker.
I think that was Sticky Charlie. Then he became
You gotta fucking
Could have
torture
been.
people, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing. What's up, Graham Elwood?
Oh, doctor, I'm not used to being around this much weed. I don't smoke the shit. So.
No, you don't do nothing. You just hang out with Doug Benson and you fucking...
I know.
You just stand around and get high on second. This guy smokes like a fucking chimney. And you just abstain. You're like a walking NA fucking commercial right now. Get the fuck out. When you hang out with Doug, you better take your vitamin C, motherfucker.
Doug Benson's a weed alcoholic.
Wrinkled in the THC. Wake up at 4 thirsty like a motherfucker from T. Like, what the fuck is this?
You're a weed alcoholic, Doug. You know that, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
It doesn't even make sense. Really.
Yeah.
Did the comedy show start?
Alcoholic.
Yeah, it just
What
started.
you mean to say is he's a weed addict, but there's no such
Can
thing
I go
as
in
a
and
weed
watch it?
addict. Just Eric Roberts.
Yeah, you can if you want. Sure.
I gotta take a break from it.
Eric Roberts.
Go get
is
some
the only
fresh
weed
air,
addict
buddy.
There is, correct?
What's that?
Eric Roberts was the only half a fucking fruit that went into rehab and said, I gotta stop smoking pot. I can't take this.
Well, it was funny on the first season of Dr. Drew's Celebrity Rehab. There was a girl that used to be on Family Matters who said she was in there for weed, and while all the other cast members were flipping out because they needed their heroin, she was just like kind of chilling. And the only time that anything happened was she got really mad one day because they wouldn't let her see her mother, and it was like, that's not a side effect of not being able to smoke weed, that you like miss your mother. Like, that's being a normal human being. So since that was such a non-starter in every episode since, it's just all people that have serious drug problems. It's not people that are so-called addicted to weed. You know, I mean, weed can screw people up, sure, but not nearly as badly as alcohol.
No, it's not even close.
Would you think people miss work because of weed?
Well, you know what I mean? There's some lazy assholes that blame the weed on making them lazy assholes, but that's just how they are, and then they sit around smoking weed. But if you're a productive normal person smoking weed, especially the way most people use it, it's like a cocktail when you get home, and you're probably less likely to beat your spouse or something. You know what I mean?
Unless it provokes you to beat the spouse.
or you know what I mean? But for most people, it's like smoke weed, play some video games, smoke weed, see a concert. Like it's like nobody's smoking weed and then going out and being the biggest troublemakers. And,
I'm sure there's one. There's got to be one.
There's got to be a bad example. Yeah,
some mischief.
Yeah, we'll find out the guy that shot that kid on the street for no reason. We're gonna find out he was high or something. Yeah. But yeah, I think that like people. That's the other thing is people say to me, "You enjoy Hunger Games because you weren't high enough," and it's just like that. They made that argument when I didn't like Avatar, and it's just like, no, come on. I know how to get high enough before seeing a movie, and I was ramped up and excited, and that's how not involved I was. Is that even when I was high, I still had the critical faculties to be like, well, this movie's not that. I just felt like I'd seen it all already just from having seen the trailer. It just gives you such a feeling of what it's like.
Trailer, yeah.
And then you just go,
There's no surprise.
Extrapolate some of the moments that happen, and you go, oh, well, that one set of creatures look like fucking CGI. So that ruined that whole sequence because it's mostly a special effects free endeavor, except for some matte shots of futuristic cities and stuff.
Still, I think the worst one that I've seen the past couple of years where the trailer killed the movie for me was Tropic Thunder. I didn't like the movie. I didn't think it was funny at all because I saw
because it sort of laid out all the beats. Yeah.
And you're like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, so where's the funny? Where it surprised me somewhere. I wanted to like the hell out of that thing, and I just didn't at all. I laughed once.
That's where something like Hunger Games could really work if it was rated R. They can't make it rated R because it's it's basically for teenage girls. But if they made it rated R, then they could throw in stuff that would never make the trailer because it's too violent, and that would be exciting reason to see it.
Yeah.
But they give away the way too much of the movie all the time these days. They really give you the bullet points.
With something like this, though, they have so much to explain because it's already 2.5 hours, and there's probably going to be a second or a third or something.
But that's the amazing thing. It's like at the top of the movie, there's this crawl that says, here's the reason why we have the Hunger Games, and these people are tributes, and there used to be a civil war, and blah blah blah. And then, 5 or 10 minutes later, they're talking about it, and the dialogue is just telling you all that information all over again.
Really? Just a beat in your head.
It's just like,
it's made for kids then. It's made for kids then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just really feels like, but I like all the actors in it. I'd like to think didn't think they were making a kiddie movie, and it's it's such a dark story that all these kids are killing each other, But it's like when our heroine goes out to fight, the last thing that Woody Harrelson, who's her mentor, the last thing he says to her is he's like, don't go run over and grab a weapon because that's going to be a bloodbath. Just head for the hills. And she's like, what? Really? What? I shouldn't go get a bow? I'm really good at shooting a bow. No, just get out of there. It's just going to be a mess. Just get out of there. And, because he was a previous winner is with how they set that up. So, but that's like, he's been mentoring her for like a few days on what to do in this battle,
and then
the very last thing he throws away at the very last minute.
Forget all that shit.
Which she doesn't have time to. She doesn't even have time to process it because she's been thinking otherwise.
Walking off the die.
Yeah.
She's then like, okay, it's my time. He's like, no, go run.
Throws out this piece of information.
Let me just throw this in real quick before you walk away.
And that's how the whole movie is. It sort of plays it fast and loose, like it is a TV show where, oh shit, we're not happy with how this is going, so we could change the rules. You know, it's just like if you're watching a vampire movie and they go, I could see myself in mirrors.
Yeah, or
it's like, oh well, why do you
go out in the
why do you get to? Why can't? Why aren't you playing by the established rules?
Or why you're just
that we already know?
One. Yeah, you're only breaking one, and fucking that's the one you choose. Yeah. I hate when they do that shit.
You made a great point. You said that you go to movies and you're dying to laugh. For example, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm the same fucking way. When I watch a Comedy Central special, if I see a friend on Comedy Central, I tape it. I come home that night, I'm stoned. And I fucking, it's 12 o'clock. I already watched that episode of Law and Order. Now I watch my DVR shit.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like when you throw a friend of yours on and you're excited. He wrote some material. When I see it, all of a sudden he opens up with the fucking joke from 4 years ago, and you're like, oh no. And he's 10, you're like, come on, you're cheering for him. And you're like, what the fuck? And I didn't, when I was a kid, I tell you guys, when I tell you this, you all gonna look at me. I remember the first time I heard about Saturday Night Live. You got to go home. You can't stay out on Saturdays. You got to go home and watch it. And in the 6th or 7th grade, a lot of parents in my neighborhood played cards. So we would go over one house and watch Saturday Night Live. I don't know if I smoked that or not. It didn't matter. But I remember sitting there watching like Mr. Bill and going, what the fuck? I could be sucking some babysitter's tits right now. You're in the fucking 6th grade. They're going to get titties somewhere. And I'm here watching this, and everybody's giggling. I'm sitting there going, something must be wrong with me.
Yeah, if I'm giving up titties for this, what am I missing?
I never really said nothing. People would say, what do you think? Because you feel like you're a rebel. Yeah. Like you feel like sometimes, but you made a great point. Like you went to see Tropic Thunder, a movie that people died of. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I know that's all you heard about. Every critic beforehand, everybody was going gaga for it. Yeah.
And it's so weird. Tonight I watched the beginning of Splash with John Candy. It was on for fucking 8 minutes, and I was laughing.
I know.
Just looking at John Candy, I was fucking howling. When he comes in, he goes, well, whatever. I made Penthouse. Lesbian no more. Fucking first line out of his mouth. Bang! He's just hitting you. And it's amazing how much comedy has changed. And I think now, let me tell you something. Hunger Games can't lose. You know why Hunger Games can't lose? Because they haven't shut the fuck up about it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
For free. The news, they ain't getting paid for free.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to make like 120 to 140 million opening weekend.
It's going
to be retarded.
But it's so
it made
weird
20
when you go
last
see a
night.
movie.
20 last night?
Mm-hmm. I really love you, Doug Benson. I didn't know you for years, but when I heard you on one of your podcasts say you didn't like Avatar, I fell in love with you. Because, it's like the Yankees. So you made a good movie, but it cost you $800 million fucking dollars.
Yeah.
If I got $800 million, I don't know how to make a movie. I'll fucking make a good movie. I'll make a mediocre movie. You know what I'm saying? Just not
piece of shit.
Like, Doug, shoot this shit. Let's go, motherfucker.
You got $800 million?
Hey, what was the budget on that fucking movie? And that's what they told you. That's what they told you.
Yeah.
That's what
not even about marketing and everything else.
And they put budgets from other movies.
Yeah, another $100 million in marketing.
Yeah, exactly. They paid so much.
That's what they told you. So if I gave you that fucking money, if I gave Mitzi Shore, who's at home right now, fucking with her, if I gave her $400 fucking million, she can make a movie. That's why I can't stand that motherfucker with his ego. Like, look what I did, bitch. You know, different than George Steinbrenner.
Well, he made the same fucking movie though. Again, it's the corporations are bad, taking over this like indigenous fucking people, and they're altruistic. And
he's done it better before. I like The Abyss.
Yeah, exactly. Much better film.
I loved when Barbra Streisand came out. I loved it. I almost jerked off all over myself because I knew he was in no danger. That fucking Barbra Streisand don't come out unless you give her a big envelope or it's a big Jewish holiday. You know what I'm saying? That bitch don't leave the house. That's my girl. When I seen her coming out, did you see his face? His whole body dropped. He's like, I lost this shit. I'm done. She's the president of womanhood. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. But I love that you said you didn't like it. Because I went to see it and I was like, it's a fucking 4. It's a 4. If it's not for 3D and all the shit it's a 4. It's a 4. So if you went there and made a big deal,
out of 1 to 100?
Huh?
Out of how many?
Out of 20.
Out of 20.
Out of 20.
Okay, it's a 4.
Yeah. So you have a weird scale, but I agree. I agree.
It's like anything.
It's a 1 out of 5. But,
it's like anything else the last 30 fucking years I've seen. Look at man, even with fucking music, it's just not up to par. They can't tour. They can't make money because they're not fucking musicians. The other day, some guy at the gym went, because Led Zeppelin stole music. Put on fucking the fucking live album. What on there did they fucking steal? Listen to Jimmy Page's fucking guitar.
Yeah, but music is just stealing. That's all you do.
19 fucking people couldn't play that guitar like that today. 19 of them.
Music.
19 of them couldn't do that today. What Jimmy Page did in fucking New York that whole week.
Yeah, but they stole it from the blues guys that they emulated. And those blues guys stole it from somebody else that we've never fucking heard of. And those guys stole it from their grandma.
They stole it from 2 Africans.
Yeah, we all steal from each other. Yeah,
you know how it is. But it's amazing how I see it all the time, and for me, it burns my core. It's like anything that goes big, how people get goofy over it. Yeah. Like, when did we start standing on line for shit? Listen, you want to stand in line for an iPhone? That's your fucking prerogative.
Don't you think Don't you think they stood in line at the Coliseum? I'd stand in line for that shit.
When I fucking drive in the mornings and I see a bunch of fucking homos standing in front of that egg place on Fairfax and Sunset.
Which?
What's that egg place that everybody goes to? Oh my God, the eggs. It's eggs!
Oh, the Jones?
It's eggs!
Yeah.
There's 3 ways to cook fucking eggs, and you're standing online and you think you're fucking cool.
Well,
and there's a breakfast place across the street, and you think the place got AIDS. Like they're giving out AIDS over there on the fucking menu. Because it's just a fucking thing. Like, I gotta eat at this place.
Where's the brand? Did you make it as a brand?
A plate across from the Coffee Bean.
Yeah.
Right fucking there. Go by there every morning next to the DGA. There's a line of people.
Yeah, I don't get up at 5 in the morning like you.
Yeah, well, they do the big
I'm gonna miss that most mornings.
And
people waiting
on the line. I never understood that.
And I
not
ate
for
that,
eggs.
Not for eggs.
Not for eggs. No.
I can see you waiting on Dan Tanner's for a steak and a bowl of pasta, spaghetti and clam sauce. I'm in. I still wouldn't wait on fucking line. Not like a fucking idiot like that. That's embarrassing.
And I eat in there, and it's whatever. It's whatever.
It's an egg.
Yeah, it's not.
What about Pink's?
Huh?
Pink's.
Fuck Pink's.
I've never eaten there because of the line. The line's always like.
If you eat at Pink's, first of all, you should just get on your plane and go to the farm and get next to the sheep and get on all fours. That's what you should do. If you go to Pink's, really, if you're driving on Fairfax and you're a tourist and you pull over, and once they go in there, they realize they're fucking assholes.
It's a hot dog.
They're
It's a
fucking
fucking hot
assholes.
dog.
It's whatever.
The bun is yellow. The fucking hot dog. What is this shit?
You go to 7-Eleven, you get the same shit.
Same shit. It's
Go to 7-Eleven, you get better
shit.
shit.
And you get better shit with that Hindu smell to it.
Yeah.
Tremendous. Those Hindus, they're fucking
They got some
beautiful.
curry in
You
there,
get
some
that chicken
chili.
from there. Get a piece of fucking wing from 7-Eleven. That's what nobody's done a video on 7-Eleven chicken.
They're amazing.
Of course they haven't.
Man.
You know what they do?
You got to
though?
break the seal on
You know
this.
what
Go
they
for
do?
it.
They fucking take chicken like meat that's left over, and they just crazy glue it to a fucking wing. It's like
I know.
pieces of fucking. It looks
Sticky
like
Pete works.
Yeah.
They
use it's an edible glue. It's made from like an animal protein or something. It's disgusting.
It's very, it's very rare when somebody says to you, I've seen that movie, and I really didn't fucking like it. And you're like, and I always ask people just to see if they're trying to go again. There's always idiots in Hollywood that, oh no, I don't lift weights. I hang upside down. Go fuck your mother. All of a sudden they want to be cool with everybody. So I ask
Batman.
them, why did you like
Batman.
the movie? Some people just say, you know what, it didn't like it. Wasn't that funny? Then you get the other people that, the characters didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Who gives a fuck, guy? Was it worth the fucking $8 when you were sitting there?
And I paid 14 or whatever. It wasn't worth it.
Any time of that movie, did you think about eating pussy? That's my test. Anytime in a movie, you're like, I can't wait to eat that chick's next. This movie sucks because you're on the radio chick.
Oh, come on. You're telling me in the middle of Godfather, I'm going, you know what? I would fucking take her down. Just like he does right there.
Then go,
movie. Well, there's what, two?
You could have both. You could have both. You could be enjoying it and thinking to yourself, I would like to
That's what I'm saying.
suck on that
I just
snatch.
don't understand,
Thank you.
These movies the last 5 years are fucking horrendous.
They've gotten pretty bad. People give me a hard time. They say, "Why do you call it Douglas movies? You shit on everything." And it's
They're
just like,
horrible.
well, because I'm trying to.
They're garbage.
I got standards, and
And,
there's plenty of old movies that are great. You don't
I
have
try
to.
to be a decent Doug. I try to be as cool as I can. So you know what I actually do? I actually watch these movies. Just so I'm not a fucking asshole.
Yeah, of course.
Just so I know that, Joey, you're not.
You want to stay in touch. You're a human being in the world.
Pay-per-view a movie for $4.50 and sit there and give it, an hour and then go, am I fucking kidding me?
What was the last movie you turned off?
All of them.
Oh, shit.
All of them?
All of them.
I never
Okay,
if I pay
okay.
money for it, I try and see it through, but I've walked out of a couple theaters.
I'm excited to see
What's a good
Girl with
one?
the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Oh, that's
I haven't
good.
seen that,
That's good. I like that a lot.
It's on this week.
It's good if you like
So I'm gonna
rape.
stay home tomorrow
It's
night.
so brutal.
I watched I watched a movie that I wanted it to work so much, and it was so slow. It's the fucking movie with 7-Eleven, James Bond, 7-Eleven.
Oh, which one?
The army of the Jewish guys.
Oh, Defiance.
Defiance.
Yeah.
I seen that in the movie, I seen the trailer, and I was tearing.
Yeah.
Like fucking Jews killing people.
Because they get to it.
But it came out in late February, so it was like something like that,
really
early
fucking
March, and I was
weird.
like, that's
It
a
was
weird
really
time to
fucking
release.
weird. I watched that the other day. It was weird. The other day I watched a movie in the afternoon because, listen, guys, I refuse to sit down in the daytime. I refuse. That's against my principle. I do not. But with the knee surgery, I got to force myself to sit down and put ice on it twice, 45 minutes. So I've been trying to watch shit in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And the other day I turned on fucking Showtime. I was stoned. And Easy Money was on with Rodney Dangerfield. And I started watching that again. I was giggling. I'm a comic. We're all comics. We're fucking spoiled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's Dangerfield. You know what I mean?
Dangerfield.
It's Dangerfield.
What's a comedy you like lately
The comedy that
made you laugh? Just a good comedy. Just
the
to
last
recommend.
new movie.
Like lately, yeah. There must be one good one, or partly
Guys,
good.
again, and I have friends that were in the movie, and we all understand this. I didn't dig none of the Hangover movies.
Yeah, I thought the first one was
They're a little off. They're a little like
I didn't get it.
The characters
What,
aren't.
100
The
million?
characters are unpleasant.
Kids jumping up and down. Forget it. Must be good. I watched Hangover a year after it came out on HBO. It was a 4.
Yeah, so did I. That's when I saw it.
I think it's more premise than
it was a 4. It was a 4.
Yeah, I think everybody can identify what they've been to Vegas for. Yeah, it's Vegas.
And all the pictures at the end, people walk out just amazed by that when you see the pictures of it.
Well, I like that idea. That was a great
and Zach's
that
like
was
getting
very
blown.
funny.
I laughed the hardest
I didn't
then.
think it was something to take me over. Guys, if I tell you, I don't even know.
All right, if you think of one later, just blurt it out.
Like, I just watched Drive.
Did you see 21 Jump Street?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So did I. I actually laughed out loud.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah,
It's
I was surprised, and I don't like
the trailer for that is a little kind of is kind of a an abridged Cliff Notes version of what happens.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill any of the jokes.
But there's some good R-rated stuff in there
Yeah.
that's like that's fun to see, and
I was surprised.
The
Channing
whole
Tatum got me to
endeavor
laugh.
is very engaging. It's really it's quite fun. But I could see where you could still probably not be into it. Like it seems like you're pretty not hard to please, but
No, I want to see something.
you just really want to see something great. Like that's what happened to me with Hunger Games. Is I sat down today like I just want 2 hours and 20 minutes of like holy fuck yeah, run, go, get behind you, whatever. It's like these long fucking passages of like we're just sitting around in the woods playing the Hunger Games. It's just like
twiddling my thumbs,
laughing and joking around
guy,
about shit.
Doug. I'm a simple guy. I don't want you to, I just want to giggle. When I watch.
Well, you will
when I
not
watch
giggle
When I
at
watch
Hunger
Animal
Games.
House and fucking.
That's a great movie.
And at the end of Animal
That holds
House,
up. It holds up.
When the chick flies through the window and the kid's about to whack off with the
Yeah,
Playboy,
yeah.
he looks up and he says, "Thanks God, thank God."
Yeah.
I fucking die, And you listen as a comedian. Sometimes we get into ruts writing, and I asked somebody once, "What do you do when you get into a rut?" And they go, "You have to go out and get entertained." So I've always gone out to get entertained. I cheer. I go see everything. I go to museums. People don't know that about me because they wouldn't understand. I go to museums. I go to fucking zoos. I do the most I can do to get entertained. I stop and I like simple shit. So when I go to a movie, I'm cheering for this fucking movie. And when it lets me down, it's like a girlfriend cheating on me. That's what it feels like to me because I put that. Listen, when I'm fired up about a movie, I wash my balls. I fucking get dressed up. I'm one of those guys that when a good
I got a
movie's
process
coming out,
here.
When a good movie's coming out,
I take care of
get
myself.
dressed. I remember being in the halfway house and Batman coming out, and you weren't allowed to smoke pot. And I remember going, I'm getting high. Like I don't give a fuck what the feds say. I'm getting fucking high. And I got high. I had Chinese food, and I went to see Batman, and they didn't test me for a week, and I worked it out. But I'm that type of guy. When I get excited for a movie, all bets are off. We go get some Chinese food, shrimp and lobster sauce, New York style, with the pork in it, some egg rolls, and we go watch it. And we roll up 3 fucking joints and we watch it. When a movie sucks, it's like a girlfriend cheating on me. It's like, why the fuck I get pissed?
If you had any anticipation, you're like, that was so
That
fucking
sucked.
disappointing. Like,
and I'll go smack the motherfucker who told me to go see it. That's the motherfucker I hunt after that. Like, I got a bone to pick with you, cocksucker.
Well, good.
I went to see this
I don't
movie.
have anything to recommend
Yeah,
at
I was
this time.
gonna say, I'll take my recommendations fucking seriously.
I get
Then.
fucking pissed. I don't
All of my recommendations are like
silly shit. If you're gonna be funny, there's a way to be funny.
Yeah,
If
but
you're gonna be fucking funny, just be funny. I don't want silly shit. I'm too old for that shit. I grew up
Did you
on
see
the
the Muppets?
Honeymooners. That's tough to follow
Was that
for a
good?
TV show. I grew up on the fucking Honeymooners, The Odd Couple, and Sanford and Son. That's a tough fucking act to follow when you're a kid.
Odd Couple's great.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
tough to fucking follow. So that's why these sitcoms that are on TV, whatever.
What sitcoms though? There's
I
not
don't
that
watch
many
any of them.
outside of CBS's. Their Tuesday lineup or Monday or whatever it is.
I like
and Thursday on NBC.
Yeah, I like Parks and Rec is funny, especially Nick Offerman's very funny on that.
The only
What was
comedy
it?
that I know though I watch is still on is It's Always Sunny, but I catch it up like once it's gone to DVD. So I don't even
That
watch it
show
on there.
makes me laugh, but for some reason it never became appointment TV at
Dude,
all.
a couple scenes have never made me laugh harder at TV.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
something funny,
It just got me.
It's explosive sometimes.
Did you see the
but
episode where
you got to kind of commit to it. If it's on in the background, you don't really get into the vibe.
Yeah.
Of,
well, you got to build with
where
the
it's
characters
going.
because they get kind of absurdist. Like when it's their story arc on that, they just so over the top. It's fucking great if you like the character though.
To me, the funniest show on television, hands down, is Family Guy. by a fucking mile.
Jokes per minute. Yeah,
you just like the rapid.
That's for me.
Yeah, you like it fast.
I like American Dad too now, though.
And my mouth is open. It's Family fucking Guy. That's it. I don't know about The Simpsons. I don't know about Family.
I haven't watched Simpsons in 10 years.
Shows on ABC.
Bob's Burgers is funny.
I like that.
Great.
Characters on that are good.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers is a great show.
And it's so weird that, you said The Odd Couple, and like before Doug said, we were talking about The Godfather. When people meet me, they're like, right away they think I like The Godfather and shit. And I do enjoy those movies. But those movies in me are like, when I watch them, I start making notes in my head, like I know this guy, it's not the same, or any situation. I like to be entertained. Like the best sitcom, like The Sopranos was a great sitcom. But for me, when I wanted to fucking laugh.
It was a great sitcom?
Whatever the fuck it was.
I laughed so hard at that.
It was somewhat comedic.
At times.
For me, the funniest fucking show in the last 5 years is the show with Mullally.
The who?
What? Children's Hospital or
Children's Hospital?
That's a good show.
Will and Grace.
She was fucking brilliant. That was the best chick. Was Lucille Ball.
Wait, we're really talking about Will and Grace?
Yeah. Really.
That's awesome.
I really got entertained by that.
I guess, yeah.
That was rapid fire. I mean, that was the delivery style. It was like Aaron Sorkin comedy.
My wife watches Shameless. I gotta leave the house on Sundays. It's too pre-contrived. A black kid, a fag. It's too pre-contrived for me. You know what I'm saying? I understand a chick that likes to fag hang or whatever. I understand that. And there's chicks that are funny that drink. She was very fucking funny to me. That's to me. I like that. But I also watched Hannah Montana. That's me. You give me a good joint or some OG, I'll watch 2 or 3 Hannah
Do you
Montana.
watch Secret Life of the American Teenager?
No. None of that garbage.
Hannah Montana's the exception. That's some good art right there.
Call my mother a cunt, and I won't say nothing.
What about Walking Dead? Do you like Walking Dead?
Montana cunt. We're gonna wrestle.
Did you ever
like
see?
it for its gore.
Somebody made
Yeah,
this.
it's got good kills.
But the characters, some of them are just fucking
I see Hannah
insipid.
Montana at the weed store, and they wouldn't let her in without her license. That's how I roll.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta have that shit.
Yeah, I always used to see Hannah Montana in Toluca Lake. There's a place called Patty's. It's like a breakfast place, like Norm's, and
So you
they
see
all hang out
TV
there.
characters? You don't see
They're all Disney
Miley
people.
Cyrus?
Yeah, I see
She's
the
wearing
TV
the wig.
characters.
No, it's Hannah.
Donald and Minnie are
Since
there.
Hannah came by, I know the difference.
I did all new material on stage
I'll tell you what
tonight.
movie I enjoy.
Okay, here we go. This is a movie that Joey enjoyed.
Kidding me?
Oh, shit.
I enjoyed It's Complicated with Steve Martin.
It's complicated.
I love Steve Martin. That's me. Steve Martin could do, but to me, Steve Martin did the greatest movie for me, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Oh, yeah.
For me,
That was
for
the
me, him and John Candy.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when Steve Martin got that script, and he called his agent and goes, "Listen, I'm a funny dude with an arrow in my head and shit with a guitar, but this is John Candy you're talking about. I'm not going to play this. You're not going to outdo John Candy. You're not going to outdo him. Not looking at that script." And he played this straight guy. That was fucking brilliant.
That was
he
great.
thought about the role. He put work into it. He kept it straight, and he got. And when you watch Steve Martin, you're like, wow. Candy's robbing this, but Steve Martin's holding his own. He ain't saying much, just his body language. And you look at these motherfuckers. Who's doing that today?
John,
We'll be right back.
On that level, nobody. I can't think of anybody that's just
How fucking
that.
sad is that? How sad is that?
Yeah, but how
Nobody's
good
doing
did that talent come around? Like maybe we're just kind of in a lull right now. Who knows?
Yeah, John Candy and Steve Martin. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
great
those are
duo.
two amazing
that movie
guys.
makes me cry every time.
Every time.
time.
And it could be, and it's always on when you're on the road on Saturday afternoon. When you're on the road, you come back from that breakfast, you're thinking about a nap. You're like, what am I going to watch? You start, oh, fuck, Trains. Chicago always has it on. What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, exactly. That is a
What's that
Chicago
station?
WGN. That's a WGN.
Always got it
After
on
the Cubs
Saturday.
game coming up,
You're like,
Trains and I'm
God damn, I love WGN. I'm going to send them some fucking money next week. They're like YouTube. Just send them a 10. Who gives a fuck?
You send YouTube 10s?
Why not?
From Diaz. That's all it says.
Why
You put a
not?
stamp on the 10, you
Why
put it in the
not?
mail.
I've sent them money twice. They got every
Why?
fucking music video you want.
Just fucking love Diaz. Boom,
You
right
can get
there.
stoned to the gill and go, you know what? I went to see Aerosmith, summer of '76 with Ted Nugent. Go on YouTube. It's fucking there. When the whole thing was, I was at that concert. I didn't see nobody with a fucking camera. Who took a camera to a concert in '79? I went to Ozzy Osbourne 1980 with Randy Rhoads. It's on fucking YouTube. I didn't see nobody with a fucking camera. So it's very mind-boggling for a guy like me that somebody fucking went.
Yeah, but I'm sure the Aussies people paid for that. You know what I mean? It's in L.A. Let's tape it. Because it's always a good shot, like those old.
I grew up in Jersey.
Okay.
So I don't know how the fuck Ozzy's people, and you could see that the camera was shaking. It wasn't a good camera.
Right.
So you're like, how the fuck did they tape
Yeah,
all
because the
this
thing must
shit
have been
in the
fucking
70s?
huge too. Where'd you hide it? Getting in?
How the fuck did you tape
Yeah.
it?
It's the size of a room.
For YouTube,
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube has Pink Floyd The Wall in 80 the night I went to it. The first night. Are you fucking kidding me? Who taped it? Who taped that shit? Who knew it was going to be a masterpiece? They had never done it before.
At that time too, what is that fucking
79, 80.
Is that still film?
There wasn't no cameras in your phone.
Yeah, so it had like a Super.
You know what I'm saying? But you needed what, an 8mm or something? You got to take.
Yeah, there wasn't like I'm
you
gonna
didn't
take a
even
little camera in my hand.
What was it? There wasn't even VHS at that point, was there? Where you could actually take a handheld? Yeah, exactly. So it's a fucking film.
That's film.
That's why they have to let everybody in with cameras these days. Is because everyone has a phone. Like they can't.
Yeah, you can't
know,
stop
they
it.
can't surrender 500 phones at the door. You know, or tell 500 people to go back to their car. And even bigger venues. You know, some of these places. I got to see UFC once in Toronto, where the audience was 55,000 people. Watching UFC fight.
Are you going to go to Brazil?
No, I'm not, but I want to.
Oh, I go to Brazil.
I don't do that.
I jump all over.
Graham Elwood's back in the room,
That's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
Muito bom me vai para Brasil, Coco.
Oh, shit.
That's right, little Portuguese is dropping down on it.
A little knowledge there.
Huh?
Fancy.
Let's how about it? I'm going to go down there 2014 for the World Cup.
Are you really?
Yeah,
What was the last
You don't fear for your safety at all?
What was the last movie you
I've been at war zones. Who gives a shit?
that you pissed your pants?
I'm a man as I eat my Doritos. Go fuck yourself.
There's nothing like eating Doritos on the microphone.
Lay's. Yeah.
It's the best eating Doritos on the
tell you what
microphone.
That looks like a Lay's classic.
That's tough. Maybe
Jesus Christ, Doug Benson.
maybe Borat.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's how long it took you. And you have a show about movies. So think about what I'm telling you.
But pissed your pants funny. I mean, we're professional comedians. Like how much are you going to lose your shit at standard movie comedies that come
No,
out?
but I'm just saying how much. It took you 5 minutes to fucking come up with an answer for me. That's how bad.
I don't
the
think it was
comedy
5
fucking thing
minutes,
is sometimes.
but
What was the movie?
I could probably come up with something more recent. I like a lot of movies,
Borat.
a lot of
I
comedies.
saw 21 Jump Street, and it was just like, ugh.
Really? I laughed at
You
it a
didn't get
couple
into
times.
it?
And a couple funny moments, but the rest of the time I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about Jonah Hill running around.
Look at him running around
With his little
He's
skinny
like,
body.
I'm kind of smaller now.
He's playing the same guy
I
he's
was
always playing.
Oscar nominated for
You know what I watched the
Moneyball.
other night that wasn't bad, bro?
Yo,
Fucking Game Change.
yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
I saw like the
And,
back half of it a couple of times.
Julianne Moore
Going
does
to
a
bed at
great.
night.
Oh.
You really see her like arc of Palin devolve. Yeah, she's really good. Ed Harris is a good McCain.
Dropping
F-bombs everywhere. It's
they
fucking
had
great.
McCain on
I think
TV
they're all really
after
good,
that.
but I never
Wow,
stopped
he really
thinking
pulled it off.
it's them.
McCain, this fucking guy.
Yeah, I watched it
Like
twice.
that was a very interesting movie. That was.
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh
They
shit!
have the thing about
Brian wants to get involved, so he makes crazy sound effects.
What, Brian?
Oh no, I had his microphone turned down because he was eating potato chips, and I accidentally turned up the special effects when I
Sorry.
turned it down.
I'll stop eating.
How are the chips?
They're delicious.
Nice.
Are they better than gum?
No.
You know, it's amazing when you wake up in the
Have a
morning.
good set.
Not when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
but
have fun, man.
In the middle of the day, sometimes you just eat a chip and you're like, eh. And sometimes you get really fucking blazed and you eat a chip and you're like, God damn.
Yeah. Changes your life.
Why did I invent this?
Because you weren't.
What have I
you
been
weren't
doing
living in
all
the
this time?
1400s.
Why haven't I been out back with some potatoes?
Yeah, just getting rock hard off a Cheetos puff.
Oh.
I love Cheetos Puffs.
Like, do you
They're
think
great. Just
people
thinking
like
about it gives you 60%.
maybe somebody had the potato squares or something, like they just didn't get in at the right time and it was the wrong shape? You know what I mean? Like
A
chips.
failed prototype.
Somebody had fatter chips, and it was just like people weren't into it. And then somebody figured out how to make it thinner, and the other guy, he died destitute. And the guy who made the thin chips is a millionaire.
Those chips are fucking good, though. Those
good
Lay's.
goddamn chip.
Pringles sucks. Pringles used to be good when you were a kid. I had a Pringles like 2 years ago. I'm like, what the fuck is this communist potato chip? And
I do like Pringles.
This shit.
What do you think of Munchos?
It's been 20 years, but they're
Munchos.
bad,
They're
too.
kind of Pringly. They're kind of a cross between Pringles and Funyuns. You like Funyuns?
It's like
They're
they're
spicy
too,
Funyuns now.
No,
There's hamburger.
I
cheese
won't
ham-
have that.
cheesy
I
hamburger
won't
Funyuns.
abide that. I gotta have my unspicy Funyuns.
I saw spicy Funyuns at a car wash on Vermont that also sold bongs. They sold bongs at a car wash with Funyuns and fake purses. I wanted to live there.
Spicy Funyuns would be a good band name. I got to see Fun, the band Fun Fun period, play at South by Southwest, and they really were. But the best part about seeing them is spending the whole night talking about, hey, is it time? When is Fun? Like what time? Do you know when Fun is going to be tonight? Like what? Are we gonna have? Is it gonna be fun soon? And then when they're done, you just the rest of the show because another band went on after them. It's like, oh man, I can't believe fun.
More fun.
Fun is over.
Man, I miss fun.
There's no more fun tonight. Sorry, you guys. But they were good though. I like them.
They were fun.
They really are aptly named, and weirdly named with the It's a chore when bands don't have a capital letter at the beginning.
Oh, it's all lowercase?
It's all lowercase and then a period, I believe.
Rebels.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work. But I just got their album today from Aomeba Records over there on... You know who I saw there was Curtis Armstrong, who played Booger. Revenge of the Nerds is a classic.
Come on, classic.
And Risky Business, too. That guy had 2 big movies that he was very funny in.
Great in Risky Business.
Yeah.
Great in.
I'll tell you that fucking scene in what's the first one you said? Return of the Nerds.
Revenge of the
Nerds when they do the school thing and the black guy comes out dancing at the end. Oh my God! You know what else had that flavor to it that was on about
fucking
2 months
Lamar.
ago? Fucking Porky's.
Oh God!
You like the Porky's?
Sticks his dick in the thing, and they have to go to the principal's office. That's a great scene. And she's like, "Why don't you have a sketch artist draw or whatever?" Remember? And they were all laughing. He goes, "Have you seen this prick?" Remember that was the fucking punch. And the lady was pissed. And
Booger was in Better Off Dead too.
Yes, he was.
That was that same kind of time zone.
He was.
Yeah. Do you know the street value of this mountain?
He's done a lot of stuff over the years. He still shows up in things too. I just saw him in something recently, but I can't remember what it was.
Would you guys see a new hot dog movie if they made one?
Yeah.
I think that's
Hot Dog.
Yeah.
Or Ski School.
No, Hot Dog. Definitely.
Or Out Cold.
Or
are we talking about?
Are we talking about meatballs?
Oh, meatballs! I love meat.
That was a Judd Apatow, wasn't it?
Meatballs?
No. Judd Apatow was itching his daddy's pants.
Judd Apatow did Heavyweights. Another camping movie.
What about
Fat
those
Guys
two
Camping?
have never been.
I relate to Fat Guys
Those two have
Camping.
never been confused in the history of cinema until tonight.
Fucking meatballs! Holy shit!
Meatballs.
There's quite a few years between the two, and
classic Bill Murray.
One had Bill. Bill Murray. And the other one had Ben Stiller.
To see fucking Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
And I remember like the first couple times I was just blown the fuck away. Like I'm a big whatever fan.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Slimer fan?
Not Murray, but the other crazy mother.
Aykroyd.
I was always a
the guy who
Slimer
wrote
fan.
it.
Who
John
makes
Landis.
wine now?
The guy who wrote it.
Harold Ramis.
Olive Garden.
Ramos. I like all of his shit.
Did somebody say Olive Garden?
My man over there. And fucking Stripes. How good is Stripes?
That's fun.
Stripes classic.
Oh, that's great. One of the best lines in movie history. Sir, you can't park here. Oh, we're not parking here. We're abandoning it.
So,
Look at me.
That is a good fucking
You are a sexual dynamo.
hey, so Joey, you remember my ex-girlfriend Jessica?
Yeah.
She's going to help me with this new song. So I wrote this this version of a new song, and she heard it, and she's like, I'm going to do guitar in it and sing some vocals in it. So we're going to try to make this like a really like hardcore production on it. Like I'm going to get a bunch of like really cool people to do drums and stuff for it. But here's the
OG.
Here's the first version I did it, and I did it in a minute, and it's called Olive Garden Butthole. Let me know what you think.
Wait, did this come up just because I said Olive Garden?
Yeah.
I take it back.
It's the worst. I can't sing.
You look good.
Well, why are we? Jesus, I don't turn my mic off.
I didn't. I didn't turn your mic off.
I'm a bit hungover.
Turn my mic back on. Come on, turn my mic back on.
I'm sure you're gonna love them. Red sticks.
If you don't turn my mic, oh, there it is. Listen.
Wait a little bit extra. Get a booth, baby. When we enter the garden, we are family.
You know what? The only thing I don't like about it is the faces you're making.
Oh, I know. This is not the official video.
Are you? Well, like your expressions make me think like you're kind of acting your like method and your You're making faces like you're singing all of this into a butthole.
Yeah. Well, I act like a Chinese lady later. So
why?
Because it was like 2 p.m. I was bored.
Chinese ladies love the Olive Garden.
They really do.
That's the best excuse for everything. Why'd you shoot that guy? It was 2 p.m. Come on. It's just that time of day, man. Like,
Redban.
Things happen.
Round of applause for Redban.
Yay, Redban.
Yeah. Whatever.
The one with a bullet. I can feel it already.
Wait till you see. It's going to drop on iTunes. I'm going to have it $1.99 or whatever it is on iTunes, and it's going to be the number one pop song on iTunes one day. And you're going to look back and you're like, "Wow, I thought you were just making a funny."
You're like that little kid that runs in while we're trying to have dinner and does a whole presentation.
Here's why I love the Olive Garden.
I used to do that when I was little. I'd do magic tricks for everybody.
Oh, you must.
Did you ever have a magic phase, Redban?
Yeah, I want to paint eyeballs on your eyelids just so it looks weird on the camera. I think that'd be fucking awesome. Can I make a little dots on your eyelids?
Where? What?
Can I make dots on your eyelids that make them look like eyeballs?
Where? When?
Never mind.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you want to do to me. You mean you want to put them on the screen or something?
I did all new material on stage. That was the first time I ever did that ever. Like where every single joke I did was the first time I ever did it. Like I wrote 3 of the jokes while I came back in here. I just like, okay, I talked about this the other day at the bar. Okay, I talked about this, and the whole thing. It was really hard to fucking do. It had its ups and downs. It wasn't that bad, but it was. Have you ever done that? Have you ever like thrown all your material away and just whoops? Ever thrown all your material away?
I'm trying to concentrate right now. I'm going to do it in a few minutes.
Are you really?
Myself. Yeah, that's my plan tonight.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
No, I'm just kidding around. I'm kidding around. I've got some tight shit worked out.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not as cool.
I got to use notes, but I got to use notes all the time now. So
I think this secondhand weed smoke is going to force me to just do my act.
You're not going to.
Oh shit! You're not going to try to riff?
I think if I riffed, it just wouldn't go anywhere.
Well, this is your first time at the
that's how my
Ice House Chronicles show, so that'll be fun for you and the crowd. I think
good because there's industry in there.
Oh yeah, there's industry. People from the city of industry have come by.
This is it.
There's a guy from Keys on Van Nuys. He's going to be there.
Yeah, Keys on Van Nuys.
Doug, remember when you first moved to LA and you'd walk into the Improv? That's the guy from Warner Brothers is here. And the guy from APA is here. And I'm like, oh my God, I better put away the B material and get the A shit out.
Yeah, and now who gives a shit?
And now who gives a fuck? Nobody even comes out.
Fuck you old cocksuckers in your goddamn suits.
They just see YouTube videos nowadays, right? They pretty much just
just watch me online. What the fuck you need to come here for?
Why come out? Save the fucking $82.
It's nice. The people who do come out are very cool. Like I think you'll have fun tonight, Graham, because it only seats about 80 people.
It's a great crowd in there.
Is it 60 people? What is it?
It's I think it's 90.
90 people.
Very intimate.
I love
80
it.
plus 60 is 90, and
I think when it's 90,
that adds up.
I think when it's 90,
140 people in there.
Am I next? Why you need to get in there?
150.
I have no idea.
Who's on now?
I think you told us the lineup earlier. Remember?
Yeah.
Can we rewind the tape? Figure out who's
Brian,
I think you're next.
Who's next?
I think yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
after
next.
him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I pop in there?
Yeah. You at least check it out.
Graham's got to surf in the morning, so he doesn't want to be out too
I
late.
got samurai class in the morning. I can't be out.
What time
too
is
late.
Samurai class?
Samurai class is at noon, but I will be surfing early in the morning.
And how long do you have
you got to
Samurai
surf
class
first.
till?
2 hours.
2 hours. And how many times a week do you go?
That's once a week for the class, and I train every day on the roof of my building.
No shit, with the sword.
Rooftop samurai.
Katana.
Graham Cracker. I was talking about you the other day on the Joe Rogan podcast. I was telling Joe that you train with I thought you said the last samurai alive or something like that lives here in Los Angeles.
He lives in San Diego.
San
He's
Diego.
one of the last. Yeah, is Master Shimabukuro.
And you train with him, and that's what do you do? Like when you go there, like are you just like bow a lot and
tells a lot of
take off
jokes.
shoes?
He's really wacky.
We exchange cooking secrets. He's a great baker.
He's very sarcastic.
It's really, honestly, there's so many intricate little things with the doing Aishinryu Yaijitsu that's like doing the samurai sword. There's so many little intricate things. And it's very much of a Zen thing. I absolutely love doing it. It's a Zen, and there's all this etiquette stuff. It's very formal.
Did you ever try to touch you?
No, what's that?
No, but
did you ask him if he tried to touch him?
Yeah, but when I said it, they were like,
It sounded
samurais
like a
haven't been
type of
alive for
fighting.
2,000 years. You're stupid, Brian. Then they fucking made fun of me.
Well, no, that's...
It's very honorable and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about honor and code, and like
You ever try he pinch you?
They brought up movie references to The Last Samurai, and that was about The Last Samurai. And so they're like, yeah, there's no samurais alive. That's what that whole fucking movie's about. And then I felt really bad, and then I was like, damn.
Well, no, that the samurai, there's been it's been around for almost 800 years. There's been a governing body of samurai swordsmanship, and they tried to outlaw it in that time period in the late 1800s that you're talking about with The Last Samurai.
Right.
But they did keep it intact. And
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I felt like an asshole. Like I felt when I said that I was like, damn, that did sound retarded. There was a movie called The Last Samurai.
So what is the art that you study? Ninjutsu?
It's called Aishinryu Iaijitsu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give out the number, and we'll have the real last samurai,
the hakama, the whole thing. Yeah.
No shit.
And they'll
So
call
do they
in.
also teach like an aikido type deal in there, or is it just the swordsmanship?
Well, the main school where he teaches out of in San Diego is called Samurai Art School, and they do all like open hand and karate and all that stuff.
What's the address on that facility?
I don't have it.
666 Mockingbird Lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, shouldn't we get this guy laid so he starts having some babies so we can make
What
some
are
more
we-
little samurais?
Wait, what are you talking about? What's happening?
This Last Samurai guy.
Well, he's teaching. He's
Get
got
him
about
laid. What do you
100
mean?
some students, and some of his students have been with him like 15, 20 years. Like, there's some
shit.
amazing swordsmen. I've seen amazing swordsmen down there. They're great.
Let's make an '80s comedy where we try to get him laid.
No, I think when society collapses, these are the guys I want to be with.
Any students get in trouble for using a sword? Have
No.
you talked about it?
No, you start with a training blade that's a dull blade.
How was your set, Francisco?
And then once you advance, then you get a live blade. You got to really know what you're doing to work with a live blade because you're working with a 30-inch razor blade.
Unfucking.
Didn't you star in Zorro the Dull Blade?
I did. Was the dull blade?
I'll tell you, and the thing is, in this society, like, you used to people
Who
coming
played
to you with
Zorro?
guns. You used to people coming to you with a knife. When somebody comes at you with a fucking sword, it blows your mind. Like, your circuitry must just snap.
Well, that's the thing. That's their whole thing. Samurai's whole thing was to train yourself to be this ultimate weapon of death and never use it. Like, so many of the moves are these subtle things. I'm going to put my hand on the sword. I'm going to open it just a little. All of it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Because once I pull this thing, it's over. Like, and so that was a big part of it was like, how can we resolve this peacefully? You know what I mean? How can we do this without you and I both dying or getting hurt? You know what I mean? Like, how can we do it that way? That was a big part of their thing.
How was it in there? Did you do a set?
Yeah, very proud.
Cool.
Awesome. I got to poke my head
You
in
want
there.
to say goodbye real quick to the listeners?
Yes. Say goodbye, yes, man. What do I have to say?
It's
No,
not
thank
Pablo Francisco. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah, this
Pablito.
is Francisco Ramos.
Francisco Ramos.
And what's your Twitter?
Great
My
set
Twitter's
tonight.
Rookie9. RUKE9. Should I change it?
Yeah.
That's kind of tough one.
Your opening bit is very funny. You're like, I'm from Venezuela, but now that I'm in California, I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, Joe.
Thank you.
I like it.
You should be not Pablo at Twitter.
Not Pablo.
Yeah, that's easy to remember.
That is true.
Or
One man, one way.
It should be something super easy like that.
Francisco.
So weird how when you're studying that art that you're
Just
studying.
my name?
Francisco.
The first thing you talked about, you didn't say nothing
The
about
first two
swords
letters
or
of
cutting
your
anybody's head off.
last name.
You were talking about the etiquette they showed, that stuff, and it's really weird. Like Rogan and Brian just went to Japan for the UFC. And I guess Rogan went to work out, and they wouldn't let him go into the gyms unless he covered up his sleeves because it's still so rampant in Japan. And even that form, like the Russians have a mob, the Guineas have a mob, the Colombians have a mob. No fucking mob, when you fuck up, makes you cut your goddamn finger.
I know.
You got to cut your finger and come into work the next day with a smile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing. How was your day? Fucking
The
great.
Yakuza, man.
Had a tremendous, and they're taking, like, it's so funny when you think about the Yakuza and you think of organized crime. Like, organized crime, like the mafia, they do it here in the States. With Japan, it's worldwide. They said, fuck drugs. We're just going to make money. Their main thing is counterfeit money to the fucking T from all different type of markets, and they just work it.
They find any kind of currency that's easy to duplicate.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure they're going apeshit in Iraq and Afghanistan where they made new currency once we took over or whatever. I'm sure they're like sliding in.
Slide right the fuck in.
Oh, yeah.
Japan said, we're not even going to fuck around with drugs or extortion. That's our little thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to make money. We're going to make money.
Yeah.
We're going to print money. When I tell you we're going to print money, we're going to print our own fucking money. And it's really weird. Did you hear what the Yakuza did to the United States, to the feds?
No.
2 years ago, it was on 60 Minutes. You ever hear about when the 4 Yakuzas went to the... One Yakuza went to the witness, the feds, and he said, listen, I want to go into the witness relocation program. I want to testify. Let's do this deal. And the fed said, sure, let's do it. And he goes, only one thing, I got to get a kidney first. Because in Japan, the ink from the tattoos is so rich that it goes through their kidneys. And in their society, there's no kidney transplants. So the United States said, sure, come on over and hook it up. We'll help you. These motherfuckers flew in. They landed at UCLA. Like, they didn't even land at LAX. They landed at UCLA. 4 of them came out with sandals with the fucking Yakuza suits on. They went in. There were people on the list that were getting kidneys that were sick. These motherfuckers showed up with $8 million or $3 million, donated to UCLA and got 4 kidneys. Got on the plane, went back to Japan and told the feds to suck their fucking dick. It's been the biggest disrespect to the U.S. government, and they've never discussed it again. These guys went into Japan, government didn't even go looking for them. There's no use. Came here, told the government, we're in, but we're sick. Let me just get a kidney. And then we'll testify, we'll talk, we'll eat sushi together, whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. They went, got the kidneys. Fucking 2 families are suing UCLA now because they were on the list. And these Japanese just came right over and said, what list? Take $1 million. What fucking list? There's no list here. You got $1 million? No, I do. Sorry. Go fuck yourself. And they were suing. It was on 60 Minutes fucking. And that, the Japanese culture, I mean.
I'll tell you what, the Japanese culture said when everyone was like, when the Women's World Cup last summer, and I heard some sportscasters go, the U.S. women choked. Oh, they beaten the Japanese women. I said, this is a culture whose there's old people after the tsunami and the atomic plants were leaking. There were senior citizens who said, I will go work in this atomic plant because my life is almost over and I want to die with honor. So this is why people are like, gee, how did that team beat the best U.S. team? Because they were like, I just lost people in a goddamn tsunami. I've lost family members, and my culture is do not give up. Do not quit. That it's been in their culture for thousands of years, and that's one of the. That's just a small gateway into the shit what that culture is all about. And the Yakuza is part of that. You're talking about an organized crime that's been around for over 1,000 years that has code and honor and shit that we can't even imagine. Like, we can't even imagine.
It's funny because I did a movie with Bob Sapp, and he was fighting at Pride at the time, and he was a big Pride star. And before we started shooting the movie, HBO did a whole section on him on HBO Sports about how he couldn't walk in Japan because the popularity, and he was his fighter. So when we got The Longest Yard together, he kept telling Paramount and Adams people that he couldn't work on these certain dates. But they had us shooting all those prison scenes that certain date. And he kept telling them, I can't work these dates, dog. I got to fight in Japan. I'm telling you, I can't work these dates. And Paramount and Adam kept saying, no, we'll work it out. Kept coming close to the date. And he kept saying, guys, I can't work that Thursday, Friday. Change the shooting schedule. We're going to have a problem. No. We're doing that scene that day. We need you. That fucking Thursday, we were on the set. A little Mercedes pulled up, little bodyguard, 3 little Japanese guys with suits and those sandals on. When they don't even wear shoes, when they still have the click sign, they had the glasses. They walked up. Bob, you ready? He looked at the executive producers. Executive producers looked at him, and they're like, I got to go. They walked up. They shake Bernardi's hand, Adam's hand, and we don't give a fuck about your shooting schedule. We'll blow this fucking set up.
We'll wax this fucking place.
We had to rewrite the whole thing, 2 days. We had to reschedule and shoot it at the end of the fucking movie, man.
They don't
fuck around. And they knew it. When they showed up, everybody was like,
because Bob said, hey, the producers are giving me a hard time, and they went, we'll come and take care of
it.
Yeah. And it's like they're going to come at you with a briefcase full of money that you better take, because the next thing that's coming is fucking dust. I got to go in the room. I got to go see where I'm at in the show, boss.
Go get ready to tell people more cheery material like that.
Kill it.
Doug doesn't like to learn.
What
his End of the Civilization material goes over great in Pasadena.
What's Grammy Poo's act like? I've never seen him before.
He's very physical and he's really quick on the uptake with when people say nonsense in the crowd and stuff. He's very good at making fun of everybody. He takes no prisoners. Is that the expression? Is that the right expression?
What's that, brother?
He takes no prisoners.
He takes no prisoners.
What does that mean? He just murders everyone?
He just goes out there and fucking goes for broke. He ain't got time for fun and games.
I'm enjoying some Cheetos.
Oh, they're always delicious. What flavor did you get? Did you get the chili ones?
Just regular.
Oh, those Cheetos. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't get too fancy on the... I like the straight-up originals usually.
Brian, your boy's
snacks.
here.
Who's my boy?
The guy from Cleveland. The guy that we're going to work for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they came tonight. They came to see your set and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That was the worst set for them ever to see.
They what?
That was a pretty bad set for them to see. That was me doing all new material for the first time. And
did you die or did you fucking rock?
No, I mean it was okay. There was definitely there was a lot of the audience. Definitely not as many Joe Rogan fans as normal. So it was a lot of people like I would say something like about cum or something, and people would be like, "Ew," and you're like, you guys don't like when I say the word cum, So they were.
Well, who are they then if they're not Joe Rogan fans?
I don't know, man. It's an interesting crowd out there because a lot of times I'll say like a joke. One of my jokes is Spider-Man, and usually when I say I say something like, "Well, I get to play Spider-Man," and people are like, you could hear like people react to like because they already know they're fans of the podcast or whatever. And there was nobody this time. That's never like that. It's usually at least one person going or something.
Weird.
Yeah. So
I'll be interested to see what.
But they seem to kind of like weed jokes. I did a couple weed jokes.
I might have some weed jokes on me tonight.
You should try to do all your weed jokes, but using cocaine instead or something.
That would be weird. I don't know if that would. I don't know if that would work.
Bust out one with cocaine replaced at it. Just a random one.
I can hear somebody breathing.
It's me.
It's Darth.
Just sitting here fucking waiting for something to happen. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's Darth Diaz.
Oh my fucking God.
It's me.
It's me sitting here waiting for a fucking bomb to drop or some shit.
Yeah. It gets pretty loose. It's not the most tightly structured show.
So you watch a lot of movies then, Doug Benson?
I try to, yeah. It's hard. It's been harder lately to... I spend more time talking about them than watching them. But I just got back from the South by Southwest Film Festival, where over about 9 days I saw 23 movies.
Anything down there you see that just stole your heart?
Yeah, I liked a few things. I liked... there's this action movie, The Raid Redemption, that I saw there, but it'd been kicking around for a while. Like, I missed it in Toronto last September, but it played there. And the director of the show went on my podcast, so I hadn't seen the movie, but I just heard it kicks ass, and he was a nice fellow. So then finally getting to see it, especially with the South by Southwest crowd that was all bloodthirsty and excited for a really violent action movie, it was just so much fun. I had such a great time. But then on the other side of things, on the more sentimental side, like a movie that really touched me and I really enjoyed was... a movie called Safety Not Guaranteed, and it's just an independent kind of serio comic story, but it's just really good characters and and interesting and funny, and I like that a lot. And a bunch of other movies. I mean, I really saw a lot of movies that I liked. There's one crazy movie called The Hunter where Willem Dafoe is this insanely amazing hunter who goes out in the woods by himself, and they send him out there because there's this weird fucking dingo creature that's like should be extinct, but there's one left, and he goes out to try to hunt this creature, and
Dingo stole my baby.
Long scenes of him like making traps out of like twigs and just whatever he can carry. He's making these intricate traps, and it's just like it's kind of fascinating, but also just weird to just watch a guy make a bunch of traps like in real time, practically like
a trap fetish.
It's like really, it shouldn't be called The Hunter, it should be called The Trapper. But anyway, So I saw that, and I saw a bunch of interesting things, and only a few movies that I disliked. Only nodded off during 2 of them, because I could sleep like a motherfucker at movies now, because I'm so used to sleeping on planes that just sitting in a movie theater chair is the same thing. I'm just like, oh, this is boring. Good night. I'll just like, oh, I'm not enjoying this very much, but curious how it ends, so I'll go to sleep for a little while or something. You ever do that? Yeah.
So do you guys, if you
fell
guys
asleep during that story,
do you guys dream a lot about flying, or do you want to fly?
well, if you get really super high before you go to sleep, it supposedly makes you not dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that seems to be my case.
I think everybody wants to fly.
It's yours. There's this video that's going around the internet right now that a lot of people are. Well, let's see what you guys think about it. It's this guy, and this would be really crazy if this came out where people could buy this. It's human bird wings, and I don't know if you guys have seen the video or not, but it's pretty crazy if this ever was available to buy.
This is a fake. It's a fake.
Die controle staat aan nu. Alles staat aan.
It's a fugazi and shit already.
Okay.
I don't want to watch this.
No, yeah, because we would have heard of this if it was
I don't
real.
want to watch this. Somebody's gonna shit in his mouth. I just
No. This is my first time seeing it. Actually,
Brian gets this look on his face, like he's so happy about what he's making us watch.
Too devilish for you?
Oh God, yeah, I don't like it. I worry that it's gonna be really. When he hits the ground, it's gonna be really violent, unpleasant. Because he's not gonna be able to go for much longer. What?
would you do this if you could do that? Would you buy one?
Of course.
Yeah. You wouldn't be scared of falling? I would be scared of falling.
Of course. I mean, yeah, but I would still try it.
What the fuck? But so what happens when he lands?
What happens when his fucking arms get tied?
I guess he just
He
sort of-
glides hopefully to the bottom.
He just sort of runs on the ground and it's fine.
Ik ren en...
Why are you showing this to us?
Because I want to know if you guys think it's real or fake.
It looks like it really happened, but it also didn't look that amazing. He just kind of.
Well, the majority of people are saying it's fake.
I think I read online that it's fake.
Yeah.
But
there's like
looks fake.
there's like prints of
There's no fucking way.
We would have heard about it.
But to what end?
Outside of
Like,
this,
what's
you would have. I would have
point?
walked in.
Yeah,
I would have
it would've
walked
been
in.
on CNN.
Are they selling those wings? Is that what's happening?
No, they don't.
No.
Somebody would have said something as soon as you came. Did you guys see the clip of the guy? He flew. He
Yeah,
actually
so
fucking flew.
Why do that though? Why
because
fake that?
the founder of Red Bull died this week, and I don't know if you know the story of Red Bull. He was a really interesting guy. He
They
used
have
to sell
that
this
thing
drink
every year where people try to fly.
Where they try to fly, and he died
Off of a pier.
Yeah, and so it's a kind of like a tribute to him that some guys made. Red Bull gives you wings,
but they're trying to pass it off as real.
They just did it to get buzz, and then you find out and you research about it, and
I wasn't going to do anything about it. If the conversation, if nobody said a word about it, I would have just been fine. I would have been like, oh, a guy flew through the air for a little while with some big, huge fucking wings.
Stupid wings.
Like, it's even,
but you would also talk about it. You'd show
gliders,
people.
when they get up in the air, that's pretty amazing.
I'm never going to show
there's somebody
anyone that.
sitting in a fucking tiny glider and it's tooling around, or hang gliders. It was kind of like hang gliding.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Except
I wasn't that
there's no
impressed
way you
by
could,
it.
run and get enough speed to get lift to start going. No fucking way.
Yeah, that's true, I
way.
guess. But it just seemed, it seemed pretty
Yeah,
natural
they
to
put
me.
together pretty well.
He should have
they did in the
if he'd
shaky
have gone
cam,
off
so
a
it looked like it
cliff,
was real.
I would have definitely bought it.
Yeah, off a cliff, then it looked like he was hang gliding.
Yeah,
that would have made
They
sense.
have these guys that are here. When I first moved to LA, I lived in Calabasas, and there's like a lot of weird hills and valleys. It's just like green, crazy hills, and I would see these guys that would just like get in these like body suits that kind of were like parachutes, and they just floated using the air
like a flying squirrel.
Yeah, like a flying squirrel, and they just sit there
Actually,
for hours.
Our buddy Andy West is one of the best wingsuit flyers in the world.
But they didn't go anywhere. They didn't jump off anything. They just pretty much went in circles the whole
what
time.
Andy does is crazy.
But see,
he
that's
climbs
what's-
the side of mountains and jumps. I
That's
mean, it's
what
nuts.
I'm saying. It's like this is that footage is not that nuts. I wish people that were listening right now could see what we're talking about. What's it? Where do they have to go, Brian, to look at it?
Well, here I'll show one.
Because also they do a great job of just playing it really straight. Like they're just like some
Yeah,
sort of
got the
weird
helmet
square
cam footage on
dude
the
that
side.
would
Yeah,
do something
and
like
it
that.
looks a little shaky, so it looks real. Like somebody made
the
it.
shot from up above was kind of hurt it a little bit, I think.
Here's
You know what I mean? It would have been better if it was just one shot the whole time. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
then it would just seem more like found footage rather than a stunt.
Yeah, it's a flying suit.
Andy?
These flying suits are crazy.
Yeah, it could be. You never know.
No, his suit's red.
This one's not real, right?
No, that's real.
God damn
This is
it.
what our buddy does. Like,
Yeah.
he goes and lives in Switzerland for like 3 months out of the year on the side of
He
the
goes to
cliff.
some of the most just craziest mountains that you read about, like the Einhorn. He goes and
How do you get back up to the top again?
You
climbs it.
What? God damn it.
And he camps on the side of the fucking mountain and lives there for months on end.
That's ridiculous. I guess if he falls off the side of the mountain, though, he could just squirrel it down.
He squirrels it back up. He's
just squirrel it down a little.
Just squirrel it down, man. Squirrel it down to the ground.
You got to have nuts
Look
to
at
be a
those
squirrely
fucking
boy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Would you ever do that?
They don't
I
climb
don't
without
think I
their
ever
nets
could.
ready to go.
I would never do
Now
that.
they're doing backflips. These
Yeah, I don't-
motherfuckers.
Backflip flips off a cliff face.
This is not fair.
I don't let people like when you go to a shoe store when there are guys like, hey, why don't you put your foot in this thing to like measure it out? I wouldn't even do that, and these guys are jumping off fucking.
Well, that's what I
He went into
I
like
like
some-
that amusement park rides are getting crazier and crazier because I'll do that. If it's in an amusement park ride,
You trust the amusement parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the engineers behind
So
it.
there's
they
some
don't
of them are
want you to
just
die.
insane these days. The shit that happens to you.
Yeah. The ones I grew up in Ohio, and I lived in between Kings Island and Cedar Point, which are
Sandusky.
the two biggest fucking crazy amusement parks ever. And so I grew up like every time there was a new one, I had to go to it and do that. But there was a point when I got to about 25 where something went away in me and broke, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that anymore. I'm not playing this game anymore. You guys are getting a little
Did you
too
get touched by a coach?
No. There's like two.
Turned you off from all thrill sports after that?
They're just getting crazy. Like I don't need to go backwards and spinning 5,000 miles an hour in circles while going upside down.
I follow Six Flags Twitter account, and I just saw today them touting the fact that Mr. Freeze in the St. Louis Six Flags is going to be operating this summer backwards. Like you start off going backwards, and it's a kick-ass ride to begin with, but doing it backwards.
I've never done that one.
I'm so excited.
I've been to that one, but it was years ago.
I gotta fucking book a gig in St. Louis. I gotta make that dream happen. But they said one other city too. I think they might have said Chicago or
I grew up near Cedar
Texas.
Point.
Six Flags over
Yeah,
Texas.
Cedar Point is badass.
Yeah, Cedar Point's very cool. The last time I went, I did the VIP thing where you pay like $1,700,
Right.
and they
Sounds reasonable.
Front of the
and they not only front of line, but just a person
Personal escort.
that tells you anything you want to know. It's just with you all day, and you get that person for 8 hours. 8 hours of just front of line, go wherever you want, do whatever you want. And it was really...
It's good to have money, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
It's good to have money.
It's disgusting. I like
Excuse me, poor people.
I like to say that I am, what's that expression?
Yeah, I don't know what you're searching
Reinvigorating the economy.
Oh, so
You
it's
know what I
trickle-down
mean?
effect. Reaganomics is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You give back and it goes down.
I do like spending it.
Yeah,
and I'm not that rich.
How much does the guy
I think
that
people
takes you
think I
around all
have
day
more
get paid,
money
you
than I
think?
do have.
What's that?
The guy that takes you around
Oh,
all
she
day.
was probably
Minimum
getting...
wage,
It was a
maybe
nice
above-
young lady. She
Yeah.
was probably getting
12
$20 an hour or something.
20.
12,
Yeah, depending on what everybody else is making.
12, 20.
12. I see 12, maybe 15.
14. People are yelling at their
14,
devices.
70.
How many people do we have watching the live stream right now, Brian, if you don't mind me asking?
We have 602 people. We have 5 people watching it on TV. We have.
How do you know that?
We have
Yeah, how do you know
39 people watching it on their iPhones.
Oh, hi, guys.
Wow.
You're
nice.
looking at us on the phone?
The highest states right now.
You're crazy.
Guess what the 3
It tells
highest
you how
states
high
are?
people are?
The highest one's California with 100 people.
Of course.
New York 35,
Nice.
Texas 30, Florida 23, Illinois 20.
I should tell people I'm on this thing.
I'm mad at Florida right now.
Don't be mad. And I also have a graph that
I mean,
shows-
it's not the whole state's fault, but it's so weird that guy's getting off. Like he hasn't been arrested for shooting that black kid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, do you feel safe in a hoodie right now?
I don't.
You shouldn't.
But I think
You should cut that
it's
one off.
it's part of the protest is everybody's wearing hoodies. But I think we should all wear hoodies because then that'll if that, as Geraldo Rivera suggested, that was the reason why he got shot.
Yeah, that makes you a menacing youth. Just
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
got a
yeah.
fucking
It's a
hoodie on.
menacing look. So
yeah,
I read
right.
exactly what
I
it
advise
said.
he said
It's
when
we should all wear
Latino
it.
and black
But if-
families not to send their kids out dressed like you're like what?
if everybody wears their hoodies, then
When you see
all
a
violence
youth in
will
a
stop.
hoodie, you cross the street.
Everyone will be, on equal footing.
What?
There'll be no race anymore.
good
It'll
thing
just
he's not
be
wearing a hoodie.
everybody in hoodies. Now we're watching. What's this from? Where some black kid is having a terrible time on a roller coaster.
Haven't even started yet.
Where is this? Do you know? Do you know, Brian?
God, they haven't even fucking. They're not moving. Oh, no,
Oh, they're moving. They're
There you go.
moving. No, he's losing his mind. He's like.
Now that they're going, yeah.
Do you think he's on some sort of drugs, or do you think he's just like?
No, I think he's petrified.
Easily
Because look at his
scared?
buddy. His buddy's normal. He's so
God,
relaxed.
it looks like his eyes are going to burst out of his face.
They do.
He's going to lose his teeth.
Like
he's going to lose his fillings.
Schwarzenegger and what was that? Shit, Total Recall.
He's doing Michael Jackson hand moves. He's kicking out his plaid Bermuda shorts like crazy. Like his feet are going nuts.
Those are jam shorts.
Yeah, and he's just like constantly screaming and hooting and wow, it's really. Oh man! And then he's coming down. I think he's gonna say, "Oh, that was fun." Like he's not that traumatized. Ultimately,
yeah. Wow.
It's so weird. That's the weird thing about roller coasters. Like every time I drag somebody onto one, like I've stopped doing that. First of all, it's like, "Oh, you don't want to go on it? All right, wait over here while I go on it." But
Matt Knost.
See you, buddy.
Bye,
Go
Matt
to
Knost.
his Twitter, which is
Matt Knost
Matt
have a Twitter?
Knost.
Oh, you gotta have to spell that for everybody.
Knost, the proper English spelling of Matt.
Knost.
Proper English spelling.
Yeah.
20?
Podcast, so I think.
Dude, you're going to launch to the top of the Twitter world.
Yeah. Boone was asking me last night how does he get to 1 million.
Boone?
Yeah. He wants to make money. I was like, get to 1 million, get followers, then I'll help you.
Oh shit, that's hard, man.
It is hard. You know,
hard road. I keep losing people.
Would you
I lose like 20 a day.
Would you guys do something like if you put a bet down, like if I get 1 million Twitter followers in a month, I will release a porn video. Like, would you ever do something crazy like that?
I would never release a porn video.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody
like a 5 minute
needs to see me
3 minute
doing anything to anyone.
3 minute porno clip.
Not for a Twitter followers. Maybe
2
for
million,
$1 million.
2 million Twitter followers.
How about $2 million?
There's no amount.
No?
There's no amount. There's just one line I won't cross. At least not now. Like, ask me in 10 years from now, and I might have a different opinion. Because, I don't know. You just, like, as you get older, everything you get just more like, what the fuck? What do I care? I at least with me, I do. Like, because I don't have the responsibility of family or anything,
What about just a photo of your penis for 1 million Twitter followers?
Oh, it's just disgusting.
Why is
my
Twitter
penis
followers
is
the currency?
my penis is ridiculous. Like,
So you wouldn't just
I don't think I've ever been with a girl who's like wants to sit around looking at my penis. Like it's not my best attribute.
If I get 1 million Twitter followers, I'll do it.
It's not even.
You'll do it anyway.
I'll put a photo.
My
of my
right
penis on my
elbow is
Twitter.
better than my penis. My
Your right elbow?
yeah. I'm counting from 14 up.
I'll do it.
My eyes.
Pete, would you do it?
No.
You wouldn't post a photo of your penis for 1 million Twitter followers.
No, I don't understand why Twitter followers are the currency. Like, if it
Because that's what he's trying to say.
No,
is
but
that people love having a lot of Twitter followers.
I mean,
But
I
you lose
do-
them all really fast if,
I don't know.
if you're
Look-
not giving them content they enjoy.
Look at Farty McFarterson. What's his name? That said that he would, if you people the first 5,000, he would read it out loud. Hilarious comic. I can't remember his name.
Steve Agee?
Steve Agee, yeah. Look at Steve Agee. He fucking gained how many? He was
But
over
that's
a million, right?
Rainn Wilson backed it, and he already had over 1 million. And then Steve had to read all those names. But then
I was one of those names.
But then having so many Twitter followers that just were piling on just because they thought it was funny that like they get to hear their name, or I don't even know if anyone would actually sit and listen to the whole thing. But he went through with it or whatever, and he got to that many followers, but he didn't like the stuff that they were
tweeting him.
Yeah, he just didn't like them. So
he deleted it all, right?
So he deleted his whole account and started from scratch. And now, he's up there pretty good again now, just on his own steam. The guy's done a lot of stuff that people like, and
he's fucking hilarious.
He's a hilarious dude, and
I always see him in weird places like Best Buy.
I'm worried for him though, because he's a little. I don't know if he's hypochondriacal.
What's that mean?
Hypochondriac.
Oh,
but I don't know if he's one or if he's just like he's just this dude that's susceptible to a lot of shit. But today he was tweeting about how he's like, I have a hacking cough, not related to marijuana. What can I take? and then something about hating prescription drugs or something like that.
Here's him going to the doctor today. I heard her.
What?
Hey guys, he's here.
Saving Steve Agee. So okay, so I was right that
Right, look at the people he hangs out with.
He likes to be diagnosed.
Very clean house.
I wish.
Is that Legero?
That's Legero.
Is that Reggie?
Yeah.
Is that Melinda?
Yep.
Is that Chelsea?
Yes.
Listen, we're all here.
5 for 5.
God
and
damn.
There's no easy way to say this.
Do you hang
so
out
I'm
with these
just gonna
people
come out
a lot?
and say it.
Is this your crowd?
I don't see Melinda much.
You're
I
the
saw
only
Reggie
person you
briefly
know
at South by. Natasha, whenever I've
Is that what
run
the cool
into her,
kids say? South by?
I've enjoyed her. Yeah, that they just call it South by. It says South by Southwest.
Are you dating Natasha now?
Chelsea is devastating. No, but Ari Shaffir dated her at one point.
Yeah.
And I saw them once at the mall together at the Beverly Center.
Oh, explain it.
I think I just told Ari this story. It just was, they were in some sort of store, and I saw them, and I didn't really know him very well at all, and I knew her, but I didn't know, it was just one of those things where somebody could be dating somebody for a while, and you just don't know about it, and then seeing it, I was just kind of like, oh, I didn't know they were. Oh, okay. I think maybe I did know that. That kind of thing.
Especially if it's a couple comments.
Where you're like, oh, maybe I did hear that and I didn't give a shit or whatever. But it still, surprised me. So I kind of watched them for a while, like a total creep from, across the Beverly Center. I was outside the store that they were inside. And I was near the movie theaters, which still existed at that time. And I was going to go see a movie. And but I just watched them for a little bit. And now I know that that's just how Ari looks when he's just standing around. But he looked really bummed out that he had to go shopping with her.
I could see that.
It was a funny tableau, but I was reading too much into it because I didn't know him very well, and I didn't know that he normally just stands with his arms crossed and with an expression on his face like he's not having a great time.
He actually always holds his hand. This is something weird. I want you to notice next time you hang out with Ari. He always holds his hand like this. Whoops, that's not Ari. He takes one hand and then he goes like this and he just stands there like this. I'm kind of pretty much holding.
What's what I mean? That's why I said folded his arms. Because it's not a standard folding of arms. It's a folding of arms really does look like you're judging everyone. So that's more of a.
I hurt my hand.
That's kind of an adjustment that a comedian would make, because he knows who's gonna.
It's like a
if
Johnny
somebody's
Carson
saying like this,
that.
You're not thinking it. Yeah, well, and Bill Maher does this. He's got his hands like this the whole time.
Yeah. Do you ever do anything weird with your hands? I always, for some reason, love to do this. I take my left hand and my right hand, and I push my fingernails together, and I rub them really fast together, and then I like to touch my cheeks so that it's soft.
All right.
Do it. Try it.
Well, I'm needed back on planet Earth because we have a show to do. But, to steal Woody Allen's classic line in Annie Hall with Christopher Walken when he wants to drive the car into the oncoming lights. What's up? What's happening? Where are we at? How's the show going? Did you check it out, Joey?
I checked it out. It's going great.
And
how much time is this guy doing? Who's left?
Do you want to go before me, Joey?
Yeah, I want to get the fuck out.
Okay, then you're next. You're next. Joey's next. I'll go last.
I gotta get the fuck out. I got shit to do. It's 11:30 already.
What time do they want the show to be over?
2 a.m.
No, stop it, Joey.
No, it's anytime.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'll go after
I'll
Joey.
do 15 fucking minutes and get out of your hair.
Okay.
Love it.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
What's up, Redban? We're doing a podcast Monday. The 200th anniversary is Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
200.
He called and he wants to do it Monday and Tuesday.
Cool. So we're doing Monday, Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday.
Cool.
Monday up at his crib. Tuesday over here with the boys.
Sweet.
Benson's gonna come by.
I am?
Sure.
Tuesday?
Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
And
3 o'clock?
This hasn't been announced yet, but we are doing a Wednesday show here at the Ice House in the main room. I think tickets are on sale right now. It's at 10 o'clock. Go to icehousecomedy.com and just
10
click
o'clock
on
when?
10 o'clock a.m. It's in the morning. We're doing a kindergarten.
This next Wednesday coming up?
This Wednesday coming up, 10 p.m. Ice House Comedy Club main room.
Fuck, you do all the fun shows when I'm out of town, cocksucker. A nice Wednesday show in the big room.
What's that? April? That's 27th. 27th?
If you want to do it, Doug.
I can't do it.
28th.
28th?
Is Wednesday. The 27th is Tuesday. You're in town, Doug Benson.
The 27th?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You're in town.
And it starts at 10?
10 o'clock.
Tuesday, is the 200th anniversary of the Joe Rogan podcast, the 200th episode.
That's cool.
So it's Death Squad. So you're going to be here at 3 o'clock.
No, Wednesday the 28th we have a show. Is what? Wednesday 28th.
Yeah, I'm gone then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you're not in town Wednesday night, correct?
No. But on Tuesday afternoon, you're doing a podcast from here. I'll come to that.
All right.
3 o'clock, yeah.
3 o'clock.
Cool.
Yeah, let's fuck around.
And that's, that's going to go till when? Like 9, 10 o'clock at
Yeah,
night?
we'll do a fucking all
It's going to, actually, we're doing 24 hours.
No.
Yeah, straight 24
No
hours
way.
for 1 hour for every 20 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Or, yeah, I guess.
Holy shit!
So
you're gonna have to reload on the Cheetos and the
Is Graham
Doritos.
Elwood up now?
Yeah, I think he's about to get off though.
No, because he was still out there. The kid was on stage with the hair.
The kid with the hair.
The kid with the
Ryan
hair.
Mirvis.
Oh, Mirvis. Oh, okay.
John Candy.
No.
I've seen pictures of him shaved, like when he first moved.
He
here.
should
He's
do
a
them
whole
all,
different
but Chris
person.
Farley was the one we sang earlier.
What's he look like shaved?
Crazy, like look it up on. Like
He probably looks like a biker either way.
It's on his Facebook page. No, he doesn't. He looks like a geeky kid. Like he punched and takes lunch money.
Really?
Yeah, he totally transformed.
Yeah, now I'm dying to see it. Not dying to see it.
Yeah, it's not that
Picture of a
exciting,
dude
but-
that was just sitting here. I'm not that excited about it. Oh, can't wait to see
His
that
hair's
dude.
all short and
I
shit.
looked away when he was topless in the in that burger commercial parody. Yeah.
When he gets back,
well, he was slapping it on his. I was like, okay, I don't want him to.
He's never done your podcast
so much
before,
more of
Brian?
this.
What?
Is he a first timer tonight?
Yeah, this is first time.
You should ask him about the time that the dude gave him the blowjob.
What?
It was like he was sleeping and woke up and was getting a blowjob and it was all good, and then it was a dude.
No way.
No, it's true.
Did he let him finish?
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, weird.
What? Uh-oh.
Just go jerk
Why
off.
couldn't you tell me this last night?
We all shook his hand.
When he
I was
said-
like, hey, let's go to the rainbow. Okay. Me and him went to the rainbow. Now,
When he says he wears a leather vest in West Hollywood to get free drinks, he's not kidding.
Oh, okay. All right.
all right. Didn't know this.
You know, if it doesn't,
he does
if it doesn't
also
bother
like
you,
vaginas.
if it doesn't bother you, go for it.
He just said he wanted to smell my butt. Well, I didn't know what
But
he
what about if he was sleeping and the guy's sucking his yank?
Yep.
And right before he's ready to crack a nut, you wake up and you're right about to crack a nut. Do you let the guy finish already?
No.
I don't think you're about to crack a nut when you're unconscious, when you're sleeping. I think you have to be there to start the nut ball rolling, and then once you're gonna blow, that's what I muttered under my breath earlier. Was just go in the bathroom and jerk off. Think about a lady
and kill the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know about murder.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you get in a position where there's a guy there just it's okay sucking your dick now. How'd that happen? Where'd that guy come
Well, he has to be good enough to get you hard, even though you were sleeping. Or maybe he only goes after those
guess there was a
Ambien
chick there.
types and Mike Birbiglia. Like people that do weird shit in their sleep.
Who knows?
I saw that movie. He's got a movie called Sleepwalk with Me.
You find any of the pics?
Was that down at the...
At South by
was
Southwest,
it?
yeah, it was good. It was good. He directed it himself, and it's his story about he was a crazy sleepwalker. Like one time out on the road, he dove out of a hotel room window because he was sleepwalking and thought he needed to get out of the room for some reason. And he depicts that in the movie. It's pretty crazy.
All right, so I guess this is what he looks
Check it
like
out.
with.
What the fuck is this?
This is him when he was younger. I guess you're right. He does look like he's a jerk. And so, what the fuck is that?
Oh shit!
These pictures are weird.
That's
It's Frankenstein.
That's the
Igor.
Emperor. Oh.
Yeah, it's some
I
sort.
thought that was the Emperor
It's
from,
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
But he kind
Christopher
of also
Lloyd.
looks like Igor.
Wow,
Wow, this is weirding me out a lot. I don't know why.
Oh, wait.
Oh, whoa! See, deep pantsing fucking Frankenstein.
You guys, are you loving listening to us watch stuff?
All right.
Was that Owen Wilson?
No.
No, it was not. Joey.
What's up, Tarzan?
You're going on, man. I'm getting you pumped up for the big game. You're gonna go out and tear it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it capacity?
Yeah, it's
Brian
capacity, I
Redban?
think.
Pretty packed in there.
Completely full. Where are we at? What's the tally on the people watching? Oh shit! What's going on?
We got
What
shut
happened?
down.
What?
Something happened.
What's happening?
Oh,
We're all
508.
buzzing over
Everything's
here.
gone.
581.
Everything's gone.
Oh my God! You kicked
So
the.
581
You
people
kicked our
watching this
thing
right
out.
now?
Yeah.
At home,
Yeah.
bored to fucking death. They go, what the fuck are we watching?
After I said
And
I was
why
on
the
there,
fuck are
I'm
we
sure it
watching
went up
this
a
and
lot.
shit?
I hope they're not like jealous, like sitting there going, "Why do we have to watch Doug Benson take all these bong rips?
Yeah, what if there was...
We don't have any weed.
You have any papers?
What if people in, like,
Or we're too young,
Amsterdam
or-
were watching this? Like, poor Amsterdam kids.
Why would that be bad?
Because they're looking at all you smoking all this weed, and they're like, I wish I had
Can
that.
Amsterdam kids smoke weed?
No, but if they're poor and they couldn't afford it in Amsterdam.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where the priority with weed is and with poor people, but I know for me when I wasn't making money, I was kind of I was lucky that I wasn't needing weed so much of the time. Now I can afford it, but
Ryan, you're back. We now Pete brought up an interesting story that we'd love to hear, and it shocked us all. Pete, why don't you?
It's about the dude giving you a blowjob.
Oh yeah, one time my buddy gave me a blowy.
Oh, it was a buddy even. You left that part out of the story. I thought it was more like a stranger at a party. He passed out or something.
I don't know the whole story.
Well, what happened is I used to live in this big house. We had 8 people live there, and we threw
no
all
one is
these-
safe. No one is house.
Yeah, and we threw all these giant cast parties, and usually Fridays and Saturdays we would have party back to back, and I was having sexual intercourse with a young lady at the time, and I would drink adult beverages and smoke marijuana and maybe partake in some other recreational things, and then I would go to my room. My friend, she'd be waiting for me up there. And then the sexual intercourse would happen, and then I would go to sleep.
Yeah, and this is with the lights off.
Yeah. And so Friday night, I'm having sexual intercourse and having fun. The next day, it's like, we're going to get ready for another party. So I'm drinking adult beverages, I'm smoking marijuana, doing a lot of other things. And I get out to my bedroom, and I just pass out. I can't handle anything. I barely make it to my bed. And a couple hours later, it's still dark out. I wake up, and there's somebody downtown on my business. And they're giving me...
Now, did you feel the face? I'm like, oh, it feels like hair on the face,
Dude,
or did you just were you sitting like, oh?
I was so fucked up.
You run some sort of business downtown? What?
Well, in my downtown region.
She went there, so you're home alone. She's down in your business.
She's at your
running my business downtown.
Nowhere to be found.
So
Yeah,
she's there.
she's on the clock.
And you're at your place. So then, so what could happen then?
Well, I feel someone's giving me a blowy.
Oh, it's a dude, right?
And...
Spoiler.
Yeah, she's
Spoiler
downtown.
alert. Yeah, she's downtown.
The dude was blowing him.
And so I finish up, I shoot her in the mouth, and I just go right back to sleep.
I shudder.
And I wake up the next day, and I roll over to give Chelsea, or this girl, a big
You're saying you thought it was a girl the entire time?
Yeah, I thought it was a chick this whole time.
Okay, all right.
And I lean
Chelsea
over.
Handler?
Yeah, that's why I'm not allowed on that podcast. And I lean over to give a big kiss on the cheek. Thanks for taking the load. And the cheek is very hairy. And I kind of open my eyes a little bit more, and it's my buddy sitting there.
What?
And I'm like, hey man, where'd Chelsea go? He's like, what do you mean? She left halfway through the party.
Now, did he sound like he was chewing on peanut butter because he still had your load in his mouth?
Oh no, that was it. That was moving through his system at that point. And
are you guys gonna have a baby?
Well, it took me a couple minutes to comprehend what was going on.
You still hang out?
No, I haven't seen him in years.
Did you immediately beat his ass?
No, we went to brunch. Which actually,
after your buddy blows you, go get some fucking brunch.
And that was the gayest thing about it.
Did he tell you what it tasted like? Was he a connoisseur?
I don't know, but he gave a much better blowjob
than the chick.
Oh, sweet Lord!
Joey's gonna go.
I guess because a man would know what a man would want. I guess.
Yeah.
But goddamn if I would ever want to do that.
How long is he doing?
I think if that would have happened to me, and I bent over and kissed him on the cheek, I would have felt the hair. I would immediately freak the fuck out, and beat the guy's ass.
You get violent.
Even if it was, I'd get super violent.
I'm not a violent guy,
very
though.
violent.
The last time I got in the fight was in 4th grade at recess over Foursquare. There was double bouncing I wasn't going to let slide.
But you're not gonna.
You got in a fight for checking it on Foursquare?
Dude, you can't double bounce in Foursquare.
You're not condoning that behavior, though, Brian.
Huh?
You're not saying that's the right thing to do. You're saying that's what you would do.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. That's
There's
just
no
my
reason to
reaction.
encourage that kind of
none
behavior.
of the listeners should actually beat people up.
No, and you should also
It's
not
safety
suck
first.
your
You're
friend's
just- you would
dick when
just-
he's
you
wasted.
would just go into a special
Or
kind of
ever,
rage.
even if he's sober.
I would, man. That's fucked up.
Dude, you've done probably everything you could do to a female body. What do you care if you get one dick in you? I'm sure girls will put dildos in parts of you.
I would fucking freak out, man. I just.
Well, I saw you getting
You've done some dildo work,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, my dad's lucky he's alive. That's I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My dad's never even kissed me on the lips before, which is weird.
Redban, where's Veronica?
That's not weird
I'm gonna
for
go get a
dad to
drink.
not kiss his son.
Do you guys' dads kiss like on the lips? Or?
I've seen it. It wasn't a big
Kiss-
thing with me and my dad.
Yeah, I never did that.
Like, kiss me on the lips?
Yeah, like
kiss each other.
Like,
on the
how
lips.
much tongue are you talking?
no. I mean, just like like.
Oh.
Yeah, like as a greeting or a goodbye or whatever.
No, maybe on the cheek when I was like a baby.
A lot of dads won't even hug you, you know.
Oh, I'll get the hugs. But I'm like
I
a
mean,
giant
back in the day,
marshmallow.
I'm talking about, you know.
Oh, well, yeah.
Back in
Hugging just-
like Mad Men times.
Yeah, hugging started in
Brian,
the 70s.
yes.
Veronica Ritchie tonight.
She is Pennsylvania somewhere.
Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh.
Yep, Pennsylvania.
No shit.
Yep.
It's fucking 2 in the morning in Pennsylvania. What the fuck?
I don't know.
She went to a rave or something?
No, she's doing some feature dancing.
What's the name of the club? Do you want to? No.
No.
Beautiful.
I think I know what it's called.
I think it's called the. It's in
Is
Pittsburgh.
it Stinkies?
No, it's not Stinkies.
When does she come back? When does she come back?
Sunday.
Okay. So she does the same thing like a comedian. She goes out Friday and Saturday.
Oh, it's
Wow, it's a featured dancer. Yeah.
it's Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh.
It's Pittsburgh.
That's the name of the strip club.
Do you guys like
It's a great
Pennsylvania?
name.
We're going to be there. Me and Joey Diaz are going to be
Me
there.
love Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
A long time. Yeah, I like Cleveland. I like
It's like going back in time a little.
I get to go back to Pittsburgh sometime this summer. I think it's in July. The Improv there. And where else are we talking about? Pennsylvania? Philly. Philly's the best.
Joey
Philly's a
Diaz
goddamn
going
treat.
on stage.
Oh, Joey, I ran him out of the room with that praise of Philly.
I can't
he had
get
enough.
Ryan's blowjob out of my head. I think-
I got a blowjob last night too, but that was from a stripper.
Well,
Now-
that's great.
Now, was this guy gay? Did he?
No, he was flaming.
Oh,
gay.
okay. He just decided to rape you.
Yeah, with the mouth.
With the
So
mouth.
it's cool.
It's
I
cool.
guess.
It's a good trick, I guess.
Yeah.
At least he didn't rape you with his butthole.
I mean, Yahtzee, you know.
Yeah, at least you got it. You didn't.
Yeah,
Like, you didn't wake
I
up.
didn't give a sleep
You
blowy.
enjoyed it. You enjoyed it in the moment, and then
Oh, I very
and then
much
later you
enjoyed
have
it, you know?
you have plausible deniability.
Great story.
That you didn't realize it was a man. I would have figured out it was a man. That's how sensitive I am down there.
When I was really young,
I would have at least checked.
I would have been like,
Yeah,
I'd be like, these
someone just
mouth
showed up and started
dimensions are
blowing me?
different all of a sudden.
I didn't even look
Who is
down.
it?
Yeah, I just kind of let it go.
When I was really young, I took
grinning.
this girl home from a
I mean,
bar.
did he have long hair?
No,
Okay.
I took this
he's just
girl.
far away from.
You were
the camera
dating Liza
as possible.
Minnelli.
I took this girl home from a bar, and it was like just a blackout night. And I was probably like 21, and I was going down on her, and I started because I am, but a huge pussy eater. Like even if
It's
it's
the
a
best.
stranger, I don't give a shit. I fucking eat it. And so I was eating it, and it was like super long pussy legs. Yeah, super long pussy legs. And I remember like I was sucking it, and I was pulling out.
Are you talking about an extended clit?
Yeah, an extended clit. She
Okay.
had like really long clit.
She had an EC?
And it, I was so trashed that I thought there was one point in me that I was like, I'm sucking a dick right now. Where am I? Like I was like I zoned out or something, and I freaked out. Like I stood up really fast. She's, what's wrong? She goes, I'm like, nothing. I'm just gonna turn on some
You gotta,
lights."
get a light on. You gotta investigate.
But yeah, it
Long
was just,
clits
and
are
it was like that brown. Have you ever seen like where it's like sometimes it's like an extended lip, but then it has like that brown, like it's almost like a dirty elbow.
That might have been a black guy's dick.
No, I hope.
Dirty elbow. You're disgusting.
Yeah, like a dirty elbow pussy lip. Like some girls have those dirty elbow
That's a
pussy
good
lips.
band name.
Like, look here. I'll show you.
You mean they have a
dirty yellow pussy lips?
DEPL?
Oh, what the fuck?
Whoa, get that out of
Jesus.
my face, that dirty pussy.
The portable
lip.
vaginas.
Oh, god damn it.
girls have that.
It's, I know.
Are you using a portable vagina?
This is a
prop
toy.
up
Where they have like that brown
You're
part.
going to make, if there's
doll.
any women watching this, I would think they'd be so self-conscious.
I did a podcast with the sex doll.
Because it all
that
feels
goes
the
in one.
same, dude, man. Just get your, stop doing it with the lights on.
Yeah. Well, now, if you had really long pussy lips, would you get it trimmed? Isn't that something that's probably
something
easy to do?
That's something that happens, yeah. It's like the
Vaginal
same people that
reconstructive.
do the Doberman's ears.
It's the same facility.
A couple weeks.
Just take it to Petco.
It's the same folks, yeah. You just go down to Petco and
get their nails done.
Yeah,
lips trimmed.
But this conversation's it's making me uncomfortable.
My muffler's rusted. You guys got anything for that?
How come you didn't get any girls down here tonight? You usually bring some nice ladies in to keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it wholesome.
Yeah, I usually have a girl or two, but I don't know what it's everyone. I was just really excited to get like a couple people on. Like I've been trying to get Ryan for a while, and I saw Ryan the other night, and I was like, "Oh, Ryan, I want to get you on." And I just did that like this week. I've been out at the comedy clubs a lot more than normal. Like I've been out.
Yeah,
every
you've been
night.
hanging out.
Yeah, so I've just been around more guys, I guess. So I need to start hanging out with more ladies.
All right. Well, I wasn't really
Sorry.
that concerned about what happened. I
just like hanging out with guys and talking about getting blowjobs from other guys.
You got a great crew here, and and then we got to talk about that.
Well, I think maybe you want to end this. We're almost coming up at 3 minutes.
What do you mean?
You want to end it? No.
What's at 3 minutes?
Where we have to take a break at least and stop everything.
How long is the break got to be?
Oh, we could start it back up immediately. But
yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we'll wait.
Yeah,
we'll wait.
Graham's back. Let's see how. Let's talk to him about how he did.
Yeah, we'll wait 10 minutes.
So do you want to?
We'll wait 10 more minutes.
Till we take the break.
Yeah.
Okay. Graham Elwood, come in, grab a seat.
How was it?
You getting some chips or something? It was. You deserve some
Oh.
chips after
It was a lot of fun. My voice is all throaty from the
Jesus, what did you do?
The
Did you-
weed and
did
the
you blow
yelling.
a dude?
Yes, did I Mirvis?
Yeah, I blew a dude, and he had kind of a salty cock.
So you blew Ryan.
Should we tell Graham what we talked about?
I don't know. I'm so coked up.
Do you think the listeners are sick of the man blowjob story, or should we tell Graham what we were talking about?
I don't need to hear this.
No.
Okay, good call,
That's
Graham.
basically
Good call,
what it was.
Graham. Professional.
He got a blowjob from a dude.
That's it. Then now you already said too much.
Oh, we're done.
He didn't want to hear it, not at all. But let me tell you how Hunger Games ends.
I don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me tell you how it ends. There's two more books.
I wanna see
There's
it.
2 more books. That's how it ends.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? What could possibly? There's 2 more.
You know what my
It
friend...
would be cool if everybody in this one died between now and the next one. They had a whole bunch of different characters.
Here, since you guys are movie freaks.
Movie.
My friend Anthony, he works at South Park. He's a huge collector of like old horror movie props. And so, like, he has, like, an original Critter. He has, like, all this shit. But one of the coolest things he's bought recently, and I'm about to freak out because this was one of my favorite things growing up.
Please don't freak out.
Is, I think his name was Bubo the Owl from Clash of the Titans. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but check this out. Look at the screen.
It's the little, like, electronic owl.
Electronic owl he bought. From,
Oh, that's cool.
He's like a
Isn't that
robot
cool?
owl.
That's badass.
And that's how in his backyard.
Yeah, I hated that owl, to be honest with you. It was like the kind of thing George Lucas would put one of his later movies.
Yeah.
It's too cutesy.
I liked it. I thought it was cool. It's like techno.
This new Wraith of the Titans doesn't look. It looks kind of exciting.
Yeah, the first Titans movie was super dumb. This one looks like it actually could be all right.
But it could be just a great trailer.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell.
The first one had a Kraken.
Yeah. So
yeah, what are they going to
I like that
unleash in
bomb.
this one? Is it just going to unleash some other stupid monster name, or
Release some other stupid monster name.
release the Shabado?
If you go on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Evil Puppets Rule, and that's his page,
cool.
and that's all his collection of different crazy
Evil
things that he
Puppets
buys.
Rule.
Like he's got the old, I think that's Critters.
Oh,
That's
a
from
Gremlins
Critters for
yeah,
sure.
that's
Or Critter,
Critter.
yeah.
He's got
That's
Chucky.
Chucky,
Shit.
Evil Puppets.
Um,
Oh, that's that that monkey
little-
with the symbols was in something.
Yeah, the symbol monkey.
That was in more than one thing, I think.
Been all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Does you know what I'd be love
Ghoulies
to get
poster.
is the ventriloquist dummy from Magic.
Oh, the thing in the toilet might have been a Ghoulies.
Ghoulies, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta get this shit right.
I like to get the rabbit from Alice.
Get a million tweets about how.
Well,
I got
go
it
ask
wrong.
Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Do you see the Alice? It was British. It was
Slick.
like the late 70s, and they used a taxidermied rabbit.
Who did what to whom?
There's like this crazy horror Alice in Wonderland movie called Alice, and they use a taxidermied rabbit with like real eyes and real teeth, and it's like stop motion, and it's British and crazy.
I don't like that one bit.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I want to see what it looks
I
like.
gotta drive back
On
to
Netflix.
the beach, you guys.
What?
Surf's up.
I gotta drive back to the beach, and I've got a contact high that's fucking harder than.
Oh
I've
my
ever
God,
had.
I'm gonna check in with you every.
My set was
tomorrow.
way scatterbone McGillicuddy. I did a tofu scramble of comedy.
They liked it though.
It was fun. That crowd is.
That's
just,
a fun crowd.
They're just up for everything.
Yeah.
You had an excellent set, Ryan.
Oh, thanks, man.
It was very good.
It was fun. I got the whole team involved.
But I gotta do this.
You guys have really bonded.
That's true.
Really, really proud of you.
Thank you.
Wow, the whole movie is on YouTube.
Don't forget, Graham, to what whole movie?
The old Alice movie, British Alice movie.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's creepy.
Yeah, it's super
really,
creepy.
It's really creepy.
Don't forget what.
This is creepier than anything that happens in Hunger Games.
I am going to put new dialogue to this movie.
Don't forget that stuff I brought you. Where'd you put
I
it?
put that in my automobile.
Oh, nice
And
work.
fans, don't forget tomorrow night, me and the co-host of Comedy Film Nerds will be at Rosita's in Barstow.
Wow.
Blowing it up.
Can you check and see if anyone in Barstow is
March 24th,
watching
8
the
o'clock.
live feed? Because this isn't the audio's not gonna plop for a few days, right?
5:40
It'll probably go up
West
tomorrow
Main.
morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Check it out.
You're getting on it, man.
Go to GrahamElwood.com for all my tour dates and my podcast.
Yeah, he's got. If you know, we do a lot of dates together, so go to his or go to mine, and you can find it, and you can play the Leonard Maltin game against Graham if you're in the audience and you have a name tag that catches his eye.
And I won't have a contact high.
That bunny is
You never
creepy.
know. It might be a small green room, or we might have to share a room at the hotel.
No, we're
And,
not. We're not sharing a hammock. We're going to both share a hammock.
How'd you like the trailer we cut for
Loved it.
Greatest Movie Ever Rolled?
I posted it to
I
my
saw you
Facebook
put it
fan
on your
page.
Twitter thing. I was like, oh, he wouldn't retweet it if he didn't like it. So you must have been. It looks amazing.
It
Doesn't
looks
it?
great. The high def footage, and the I put it on my Twitter, which is at Graham Elwood, and my Facebook.com Graham Elwood / Graham Elwood Comedy. That's my fan page.
Wow, you really are stoned. You're just like it's gibberish what you're saying.
ComedyFilmNerds.com.
I don't understand any of it. I don't speak
GrahamElwood.com.
computer or stoned. I speak
ones and zeros, and
straight
zeros
up
and ones.
stoned.
And
So that's going to be awesome. And you also have a book coming out.
Comedy Film Nerd Guide to Movies. You can pre-order it at ComedyFilmNerds.com. Doug wrote the foreword, and there are 11 contributing writers like Greg Proops, Jackie Cation, and other people out there in the nerdosphere.
Where's this
Yeah,
video?
wait, when does it come out?
Go to my Facebook fan page. Nah, that's my regular page.
Oh my God, the multiple page thing is
insane.
Jesus.
Go to
Holy
Facebook.com/
Oh, Jesus.
Graham Elwood
Comedians
Comedy.
got a boo boo dot.
Brian, have you ever seen Pete's fan page?
There, that might be it.
My fan page is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
Or if you just go to YouTube and Google greatest movie ever, and
You could flugel, smoogle. Yeah, all you got to do is go to YouTube. This is for the listeners as well.
Yeah.
And just type in the greatest movie ever rolled.
Rolled.
As soon as you get to the R, I think it pops in.
ROLLED.
Yeah, and then it should be the top one. If it's me with a bullhorn, a megaphone, then you found it. You did something wrong.
There it is.
There it is. You click on that, and we're gonna play the audio for everybody. This is what it's gonna sound
Red
like.
Band trailer.
Yeah.
Named it after
is.
me.
You guys produced it.
We have a not official selection, South by Southwest official logo at the beginning, just to be silly, because we didn't finish it in time for South by
We
Southwest.
let the dogs out.
Film Signals, the company. Sharon's the editor, Ryan's the director, and we've become friends with them in these endeavors. And it's saying Doug Benson and Graham Elwood shown us in a plane. Went on a comedy tour.
Is that your underwear?
Then I'm pulling some girls' underwear off of the thing, and I'm using a pen like I am on CSI to raise money. And that's a doll of me holding money in a strip club to make a movie. That's us dancing like fucking ridiculous lunatics.
That's my favorite
about
part.
a comedy tour. And then there's audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very high.
Cool shots of me smoking
It's
weed.
extra scary for me now because I'm a known pot smoker. I am an NPS. I mean KPS.
Chicago.
I thought, why not just go on the road and show people what my life on the road is like?
All this really happened. That's me and a guy with a didgeridoo in a bathroom in Omaha. In Omaha. This is me in a hotel room.
Hello, Chicago!
That's Graham being a weirdo. Both of us being
All
weirdos.
my movies rip off
Omaha.
Morgan Spurlock. Like that's all I'm doing now is just whatever he does, I'm gonna rip it off.
Pot Wonderful presents. Greatest movie ever rolled. And this is my favorite part.
Baby on your back. Just a heads up.
Dude. How soon is
People have
this
been
movie
tweeting
coming
that
out?
to me, sir, you have a baby on your back.
That's awesome.
Just a
man.
heads
That's
up.
great. So, is it a Netflix movie? Are you doing a Louis C.K. thing, or what?
We don't know what we're doing because it's not done yet. We just wanted to get the trailer out there, just get people excited because we're editing it now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll land at a. We'd like to premiere at a film festival because I love film festivals, and it's just a fun place to let people see it for the first time, and then sort of see where where interest is, because it really is. It's kind of a gag that we're ripping off Morgan Spurlock by making a movie about making a movie
again,
and raising money to make that movie. But I really did put my own money into it, and
what was
it was a really small crew.
How much money?
And
that'd be funny if you were like, it was like $80.
That's like a Howard Stern would ask that.
So how much money are you?
Yeah. Is that Carson or Stern?
Johnny, those weird, wacky, wild stuff there you got there, Don.
But yeah, so I'd say I paid for post production, on a movie that was, that's part of our thing is where it looks a lot better than it should. It looks like a real professional.
Yeah, that would look great.
Looks like a professional movie. So we don't want to say how much it costs us to make it because
you don't know.
Distributors are actually concerned about that sort of thing.
Are they really?
They like a movie that looks like it, is a lot more expensive than it actually is.
It's really weird, getting into people who make movies here, because there was a few movies that I was involved in, and you're like, really, you're recording it on a little Best Buy video camera, and he's like, oh yeah, well, it's all post effects, we're going to do all this shit. I'm like, wow. And then that movie gets released and it's playing in theaters in India, and I'm like, wow, that's insane. You made that and now it's big in India. That's crazy.
I think this movie's going to kill in India.
Whoops. Yeah, it'll be huge over there because we don't. I think no cows were harmed during the entire production.
I'm a vegetarian.
Not a single one.
So.
I don't think we called anyone a cow.
I think
I don't think we even drank milk.
Nope.
No, very sacred.
The whole Louis C.K. thing is really interesting about how you could probably sell that, for $5.
Well, that's the thing. Now Aziz did it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's
Jim
why.
Gaffigan.
That's why I want to premiere at a film festival. Maybe do the circuit of film festivals. And if somebody comes along with a great distribution plan and money and all that, that'd be fantastic. But I'd rather just just keep building the word of mouth and then make it available. Either do that, set up a site, and just charge people $5, or work it out with Netflix.
You could do it all, probably,
or whoever.
Yeah, you could probably do it all. There's probably a weird line you could do it in. You first put it out on the internet for $5.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows where
Netflix.
iTunes is going to?
Yeah.
Because if I could just slap it on there, that would be quick, efficient way for people to get it and find out about it. So I'm just glad that people seem to enjoy the trailer, and I'm just gonna keep putting. It's up over. It's how many views did it say? 10,000 or something.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So
a lot of views.
I'm just harassing my
almost 11,000.
Twitter followers, because if they all watched it, which makes me think even more that I bet 25% of everyone's Twitter following is robots.
Yeah, they are.
Is that? Do you think that's a fair number? 25%.
I would probably say about that. Yeah, I mean, every time I look down, it's like, oh, what's this person saying? And then I go to their page and they're cut and pasted like the same exact thing a million times.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, hey, we're cutting to the 3-minute mark, so we're going to take a little quick break.
So let's
here.
say goodbye to Graham.
Hey, Graham,
thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed your first Ice House Chronicles experience.
It was fun.
And the podcast festival is coming up, so guys.
Los Angeles Podcast Festival, October 12th through 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing some stuff in that.
Doug will
maybe.
be involved.
I'll show up.
Sam Tripoli.
I'll come by.
Doug, I'm going to light him, so it'll be 5 minutes, Dio.
Oh, nice.
All right, guys,
This is
we'll
all
be right
coming
back.
together.
We're taking a quick 1-second break.
I like it. And that's Cosby theme? Is that what that is? Great. Bill Cosby theme. So how can you not just get up and just groove when you hear that?
I know. I love it.
White people love it.
I miss Cosby Day. You remember Thursday was like Cosby Show, Different
I know, it
World,
was huge,
Cheers,
man.
fucking. What else was there? There was something.
Different World I just had to endure, but I loved Cosby and I loved Cheers.
Night Court.
Night Court was in there. It changed over the years, you know, different things came and went. Eventually Seinfeld ended up in Thursdays. When that was really huge. Like I remember going over to Brian Posehn's house and just sitting around with him watching Seinfeld every Thursday night. We thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
We totally dug it. And then whatever was on after would always just be a bummer. Veronica's Closet or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Remember
they
Dear
could
John?
never find anything. I like Dear John.
Dear John.
I like some of the people on that. But yeah. So I got to go do a set. Joey Coco Diaz is probably going to run out the door when he's done with his set in mere moments.
We just kind of wanted to say goodbye because when we ended, we were like, "Oh, I kind of want to go."
That's
sorry.
what you said. I want to go all night.
I
People
like that
love
attitude,
it.
yeah.
People love it.
Party.
People are like, "When are you going to be back on the Ice House Chronicles?" And I'm always like, well, "Next Friday that I'm in town, I'll be there." I love it too.
You want to do comedy and then come back here and do more podcasting?
I would do it, but I'm not. I don't. You know, if you're not into it, I don't want to.
Well, I mean, we did 3 hours. It's just it gets to a point where I'm just like I don't know.
There's people out there that like have jobs where they have to stay awake all night, and
Yeah.
we help them.
That's true.
You're helping people.
All right, let's vote on this. What do you guys think? Are you thinking?
But no, we should shut it down. I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around.
Kind of maybe go to the Comedy Store or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There's still a little time left in the night if you want to enjoy it. And I'm gonna go have fun with the audience out there that will no doubt listen to this later. So thank you to all of them for coming out.
Thank
and
you.
When's Joe gonna be back? Is he gonna be back in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I think they just said that we're doing Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday. Remember? Joey Diaz was saying 200th episode.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah. Well, I meant here on the Ice House Chronicles.
Oh, I think he's back the following, not this Friday, but the following Friday.
Oh, I might be able to do that one if you'll have me.
But Wednesday we might do an Ice House Chronicles. So
Wednesday when I'm not in, but on Tuesday afternoon at 3:00 here, and we'll be streaming live. You think?
Mm-hmm, probably.
200th Joe Rogan Experience. I'm so psyched for that. That's awesome.
That'd be cool.
Double check with Joe. Make sure I'm invited. I don't want to crash on him if he's.
Joey Diaz might have just open an egg, and he's like, "No, what are you talking about?"
I think Joey's pretty. If Joey's confident that Joe would want me there, then I think it's true.
I'm sure he would want you there.
I think so. I like to think so. Sure.
I invite.
But you never know.
I'll invite you.
You never know. Like I understand that he's reticent to do my show because he's not that into.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
He's not that into movies.
So he publicly said somewhere that I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, it's a subject I adore, but he doesn't have to. I'll just come on his show. It's that people understand that we're not. It's weird how people think, well, you did his show. Why doesn't he do your show? It's like, because this is fine what we're doing. Corolla doesn't do my show, but I do his show all the time. It's just how it works.
Did you ask him to do your show?
Yeah, he did it once. But he's just... Busy dudes are hard to nail down, and I just get... I don't want to bother with it when a guy that's super hilarious that, like, I just call him and he says yes, and that's the end of it. You know what I mean?
I never get to do your show
I got plenty
anymore.
of those. You'll be on again. Are you kidding
invite me sometime.
No, we got to have you and... I think it'd be hilarious to have Joey on.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so you could come on with him, so that, like, somebody will be there that
so I can hold.
Doesn't get bummed out that he rants for so long. Like, it's hard to jump in. Like, I think I was bugging him a little bit because I tried to jump in when he was going off.
He gets excited sometimes.
Yeah, and his shit is it just comes out.
good.
It just comes out written. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's so funny. But I'd jump in, try to say something, and he'd be like,
You're probably on stage right now.
"You think I am?"
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Doug Benson, guys.
I've done that here before. I just kept talking here when I was supposed to be on there.
Follow Doug on Twitter, Doug Benson, and Doug Loves Movies on iTunes. And don't forget about his movie, which you can go to. What was the page? Do you have a website for it? Or
No. We just slapped it up on YouTube. So just type in the greatest movie ever rolled. ROLLED on YouTube. And yeah, please watch it and get your friends to watch it, because the more views it gets, the more likely we'll be able to find somebody that's willing to distribute it and get it out there so everybody can see it. And I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It's a good trailer.
I have to sit and look at footage of myself a lot, as it's being edited, and that's not. I don't really enjoy that part of it that much, but I am happy with how funny it looks like it's going to be.
For you people at home, if you take the video of Doug right now and put "We Are the World" on, it's really funny. We are the world.
Because I'm just holding one side of of the cans.
Yes, we got a weird traffic
headset
report from Doug Benson.
Because I'm ready to tear them off, but you keep dragging me back in. You keep pulling me back in, as Pacino would say. Hoo-ah to all.
Doug
to
Benson.
all, hoo-ah.
Doug Benson, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Doug. Thank you
Thanks,
for coming.
man.
And
Are we going to smoke a little bit more later?
Yeah, smoke that, bro.
Oh my
It's
god.
good.
I got to get in there. They're totally stalling for me right now, man.
and Doug does love Denver.
Does Joey go along sometimes?
No, he's like 15.
I mean, if Tony's hosting, he's probably up there. He's doing his thing.
If you guys feel like keeping it going, I'll keep going when I get back. Cause I like my sobering up time,
You didn't leave anything here, did you?
Yeah, I did. Should I take it with me?
Yeah, because I'm probably gonna.
Oh, dude, you're just instead of waiting and maybe continuing, you're just gonna
Doug went from one side of the room to the other. But you could put it on that couch right in there.
Right to @Redban on Twitter and say,
rip that bong.
Keep going, Redban.
You could put it on that couch in there though in the security room.
When I'm out on the
I miss when
I'm out on the stupid road. I love the road and I love performing for people out on the road. But for some reason, I'm really into sitting around here like this and then going in there and doing a set because I'm getting
I love it.
Getting a couple things I like like a nice kind of party situation conversation and then it's like an indoor smoking circle and then get to do a set for some nice people that are. I keep hearing weird things about this crowd. I don't know what to expect.
Oh, they're great.
They're great.
They are great?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was too gross, probably.
You were too gross?
I'm just a gross comic. I'm a gross person. they made me feel gross about myself.
Yeah, I guess LA crowds can be a little sensitive to disgusting material. And also it's good for me, There's probably a lot of ladies, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they get grossed out when you start talking dirty.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
I'm just a dirty
I don't
fucker.
care for it.
Yeah.
Clean your shit up, Redban.
I know, I need to. Doug Benson. Pete C, you're on Twitter under Pete C, and that's Pete, PDC.
There's two E's.
Two E's. So it's
But
Pete
yeah, that's
with
me.
an extra E and then a C. Nice and confusing for a Twitter star like yourself.
Yeah.
And Ryan, are you Ryan Mirvis on Twitter? I can't remember.
Yeah, Ryan Mirvis.
And that's RYAN. He's a fancy Ryan. And
that's fancy?
Yeah.
RYAN is regular Ryan.
That's the isn't that the Jewish spelling of it though? Ryan with an R and a Y instead of a B and an R? No.
Well, it's not Brian. It's Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan.
It's like Brian with a Y to me for some reason.
Yeah, not just Ryan Mirvis. It used to be. I just changed it. I was Dolphins are lame.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Because I Hate Dolphins was taken, and
why'd you change it? That's a good one. It's hard to spell dolphin, I guess.
Well, it was just I had to grow up. Dolphins are lame is, and I
grow up.
wanted to get at
You're drinking
Mirvis.
Four Loko.
Oh yeah, because I was in this drunken Four Loko video on Bill Burr's podcast, and I'm drinking Four Loko tonight.
Dude, this
too.
chick the other day, we stop at 7-Eleven. She just buys a Four Loko.
Dude, it tastes like freedom.
I thought
Like,
that
I'm just
was
gonna drink
illegal.
it in your car. I'm like, you're not gonna drink that shit in my car.
It's orange flavor.
I thought that shit was illegal.
I thought so too. I didn't even know how she bought it.
Dude, this is my second favorite Four Loko flavor. Watermelon, hands down, number one.
So what's it taste like? Like a wine cooler or
It tastes
something?
like freedom.
And is there like still caffeine in it? Isn't that what that was?
It's got a lot of caffeine. It's got a bunch of booze.
It just seems dangerous. And
Well,
silly.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna it killed a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, killed.
So you should drink that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
It's like when heroin addicts
like to
find
live
out
on the
someone
edge.
OD. They're like, "Hey, where's the good?"
You drink
Fruit punch is the worst flavor. You would think it'd be number one.
You drink Marlboro Reds.
No, fruit
Drink
punch.
Marlboro Reds.
Delicious. No, but I had to change it because I didn't have to change it, but I just wanted to make it more just. My name was available. Mirvis was available, and it was like 4 a.m. I was just drunk and tired when I was going to change it. I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it in the morning. And between 4 a.m. and noon, some chick got at Mirvis. And
Some chick got murdered. Between 4 a.m.
oh, well, I'm sure. I live in East Hollywood. There's gangs there. There's gangs there. The gang on St. Patrick's Day, the gang in my neighborhood spray painted in green. No, it's East Hollywood. It's the Commonwealth. East Hollywood is a place. No, I'm next to Little Armenia. I'm next to Little Armenia, Thai Town, K-Town.
My buddy lives in Little Armenia, and I go to drop him off, and he's always like, "It's East Hollywood."
Dude, East Hollywood is super real.
All right, guys. Well, Tony Hinchcliffe just came back in time. We were just about to end this, but why don't you give out any information?
Information. I don't think my mic's on. Can you hear me? 1 and 2.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, then I think my headphones are off.
Yeah.
Hey.
So Hinchcliffe, what is your Twitter again? It's just your name, right?
Yeah, it's Tony Hinchcliffe.
And that's spelled
H plus Inch Cliff plus E. It's easy.
It's so nice. Maybe you should get a new Twitter name now. Maybe you should be like Tony Fart.
Yeah, take Ryan Mirvis. It's a good one.
How about Dolphins are lame?
It's available.
It's weird.
I hate Dolphins was not at all.
I got mentioned by some guy that tried to mention himself or like retweeted somebody else, and somehow a C got in the weird place. But I got retweeted yesterday or something, or not retweeted, but caught in a group of people with Tony Hinchcliffe. Which is missing that second C.
Fucking Tony Hinchcliffe.
Some guy in England. Tony Hinchcliffe. It's me.
It's fancy.
Good day.
Fancy.
Hello.
You anywhere soon? Anyone doing any shows anywhere?
Tomorrow night at the Comedy Store. What's next? Oh. Well, it's not official yet, but there's rumors of me going down to La Jolla with Ari Shaffir on 420 weekend, which would be fucking crazy.
Ari Shaffir?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's one of the nicest, most fun comedy clubs in the world, so if you're near San Diego, that's definitely going to be worth seeing on that weekend.
Sweet. All right. Thank you guys for coming to the Ice House. Go to icehousecomedy.com for all the showtimes so you can see us live. Just search for Death Squad. We'll be here Wednesday. And don't forget to subscribe to us on Death Squad. Here is my band, Java Lamps.
Hold her down, grab a strip with arms around. Stop at sounds by blowing down. Open mouth, pull around. Whiskers bent, lay her down. Close lips, hold it down. Let it go, laugh out loud. Take a photo. Peter this and Peter that. Eating this and eating that. Furry creatures, furry cats. Testing this and testing that. Shoving him and shoving her. Throwing blood, laugh out loud. Take a photo. Jump online, show your shit. Kitty cats and kitty skits. Licking blue, little hits. Adult-sized minty torture strips. Kitty faces pucker up. Blue-colored feline fuck. Puppy tails, please shut up. Blue torture, laugh out loud. I took a picture, laugh out loud. Rolling, laughing on the ground. Fuck you, Pete, I say it proud. Last dance, grab a seat. Kiss a turnip, beat your meat. Listerine for your pet. Clear the dolphins from thy net. Write an email, send a threat. Scoop the poop, get a vet. Jesus save us, laugh out loud. Take a picture, eat a cow.